Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to Monday Night D&D. We are doing The Tales of the Yawning Portal. To be precise, we're doing the Sunless Citadel. Our party have had a time of it. I'm going to let one of them tell you guys what has happened previously, last session. And then we'll get into it.
Last time, after resting, after exploring a good portion of the Sunless Citadel, we explored some more rooms that hadn't been explored previously. And then we found a room with more goblins. Some goblins got put to sleep. And then someone, not naming names, may have used thunderclap and caused a massacre. We then killed some more goblins that tried to fight after we killed the whole family and friends. We then launched like 4 or 5 high up goblins into a hole, and then killed the king, who was no longer king because we killed his whole kingdom. Threw him down the hole as well. Went for a night's sleep. Woke up to 2 goblins saying that we destroyed the society, as you do. And then we ventured down the hole that was apparently an entrance to the Underdark, according to the king that we killed. And we went down the hole, found the bodies of the people that we launched down the hole, and then just killed a hobgoblin and 2 giant rats, if I remember. A bugbear and 2 giant rats. And yeah, we're down in presumably the Underdark, but a dungeon of some sort.
Yeah. So yeah, that's correct. So they dropped into the 2nd level of the Sunless Citadel, fought a couple of skeletons, tending a mushroom garden, and then they were attacked by a bugbear, but they were ready and waiting. So guys, I need to know what people would like to do now. Your options are the area the bugbear came from, a door in the east wall, and a door in the southeast corner.
I say we start with the south wall door, if that's all right with everyone.
Yeah, to the bottom door. I'd agree with that. Why not?
Okay. Altman has a side interest in healing and has announced that he's going to do his best to have a look around the mushroom garden, see if there's anything you can use, because we're running out of potions, the healer's kit's getting a bit low. He's going to have a wander around, have a look, see what he can find.
Mm-hmm.
He'll also act as lookout. If anybody comes, he'll shoot a firebolt down the corridor so that you can see it. Or Eldritch Blast. Something loud that draws attention.
Yeah. That's fair.
Okay. So, what order would you like to go down the corridor in?
I'm assuming I'll be first as per usual.
I'll go second.
So I'll take the back and then the squishiest ones in the middle, aren't they?
That's a good shout. Okay. I'm going to...
Got my bodyguard.
First, I try the door to see if it opens.
The door is unlocked and opens.
I don't open it. I don't open it.
Okay.
I don't have the door.
No. Before he does that, I boot it open. I boot. I wanted it to look cool, but I didn't want it to be. If it was locked, I didn't want to hurt my foot. So, quick check.
Okay. There's a thud of your foot hitting the door, a rattle as the door bounces off the wall of a stone corridor, and the following is revealed to you. You can see a stone corridor that goes for 50, 60 feet.
Apparently Hannah has had the stream raided already.
Really? We have been raided. See, the problem is I can't see me updates.
Not yet, by the looks of it, but it's going to happen.
Ooh. Oh, we're raiding. Hello everybody. Welcome. So many people raiding. Oh, we are outnumbered, guys. There's about 14 of them.
Okay, damn. More viewers.
So yes, welcome raid party. Unlike the monks in Viking era England, we're not going to fight. We're going to let you in, invite you, sit you down, offer some mead.
Please.
We are but humbled adventurers. Please.
No.
So yes, guys, you clatter the door open with your mighty turtle boot of doom.
Yep.
And there's a corridor stretching off ahead of you with a appears to be some sort of precipice or crevasse at the end.
Okay, this time I'm going to go a bit slower, keeping an eye out for traps.
Send the goblin in.
Check!
Yes. Hang on. No. Get the voice.
Gotta be careful, but go down this corridor for us slowly, check for traps. You seem like a dexterous little shit.
Cher agrees. Of course, but I will be light on my feet as I dance to your doom.
Remember, if you get too far and you try to run, I have a javelin.
I will not run. I will merely dance with the rhythm of life.
I forgot he's the one that fucking did the blooming interpretive dance and somehow made the party cry.
Don't make me cry this time.
Yeah.
It was beautiful that time.
Half the party cry.
Guys, I've got bad news. KC UK says that they're a Viking, so we have to give them our gold.
No, it's mine.
It's a shame. Okay, so Cher does a dance. I need everybody that can see Cher to roll me a
For God's sake.
wisdom or intelligence save, whichever is higher.
Natural one.
21
Natural one for a 5.
for a total.
Natural 1
If
at
it's on the
21.
dot deck, so does that mean I get a
Uh,
roll?
yeah, sure.
Well, I
Yeah.
wouldn't save. I don't think that's even fine.
No, it's not advantage. It means you get to add your proficiency, so your score is higher.
Okay, sorry. So
No,
I'll
sorry.
take the
That's
highest.
3. If it's a wisdom save, 3.
it's 9 anyway.
Okay, so we have a 3, a 9, and a 21 for our saves. Anyone who rolled below a 10 is absolutely enthralled as Cher moves, flows like water, and then stamps like a wildebeest before leaping into the air and almost gliding like a bird. The movements are fluid. The dance is beautiful. The tears flow unbidden down your eyes. Was the total that rolled the 21? No, it was the wizard, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was at all.
It was Telcook. Telcook looks on thinking, bit of a prat, but at least he can dance. And Cher dances and dances and
I
dances
follow him as he goes.
and dances. And there are no traps revealed by Cher's movements down the corridor.
Sweet.
Everybody else following?
I
Yeah.
really wanted just a half dancing, just drop.
Cher does abruptly stop at the end and bow to the crevasse as if getting applause from the void.
Is it bad that part of my brain is just saying push?
No, it's not bad at all.
I go to next to the crevasse and look and see if I see anything.
Okay, I'm just going to move the screen up so we can all see.
Do we push the total?
So,
You push the total kills you.
you get to the crevasse and I need to do some revealing.
You think with your strength you can push a total?
Yeah, but I'm mine's so good.
No, it couldn't.
It makes you move 5 feet in any
Yeah, it
direction.
doesn't.
There's a crevasse. Fill it
My constitution-
with your might.
I could move towards you and then
Do-
go.
You can see down most of the length of the crevasse.
How far down is it?
The floor disappears into darkness.
Oh. Oh.
So your answer is very far.
Do we need this goblin?
Carry on. Do we want to keep the goblin, or do we kick him off the edge?
I mean, he's not going to be of any use to us, is he? But I also feel like he's the last of his kind.
I wish you weren't wrong on that one, but we have a mass murderer in our party that does that.
Three goblins did walk away last time.
Sorry, Telcook, you have dark vision, yes?
No.
Yeah, that's why it's dark. Does anybody in the party have dark vision?
No.
You don't.
No.
I get a torch out and light it.
Okay, when you get the torch out, you realise that the floor is actually only about 2 or 3 feet deep, but is pitch black in colour.
Do we want to go down here, guys? Because there's probably nothing important on here. But there could be a random bit of treasure.
It stretches away in both directions, to your left and to your right. To your left, you think you could see an opening at the end, but the light is dim. Your eyesight's not the best in the dark. However, you do see what looks to be a cut opening matching the width of the corridor you're in. Here. Almost like this divide has opened up and shifted the corridor.
Okay.
And then a rough-hewn cave right down at this end.
Chair. Okay, I need you to do me a favour here. I need you to stealthily, no dancing. I need you to go down and look down both entrances of the corridor, stealthily, and then report back.
Okay. Cher looks sad that you've deliberately told them not to dance. But at the same time,
Okay.
Cher...
Tell them could give a shit.
Cher with like a weary... Oh, why must you stifle my creative spirit? But I shall do as thy bids. And yeah. Takes a few steps this way, stops, has a look down the corridor. Keeps going again, stops there and has a look down that corridor.
Guys, question. Does anyone know if goblins have dark vision? Because that could have just been fucking useless. I don't have a clue. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out when he gets back.
You'll find out in a bit, I suppose.
Unless he's dead. Well, that's also a pro, probably. It means don't go down that corridor.
It means no more attempts to dance.
True. Just check him back.
2 seconds.
I was just doing his, just talking whilst Chair was having his little adventure.
So,
Chair?
Cher gets to there and has a look in this natural-looking cavern at the end.
Yeah.
And then, again, it's hard to make out because he's right at the edge of your light, but he almost seems to shrink into himself. And very quickly comes back to see you.
Okay, Chair, where we go?
Well, across the way is another bit of corridor.
Yes.
But in the cave at the end,
Yeah.
there's a very big snake on fire. I'm being quiet so it doesn't hear me.
A fire snake.
That is what I said.
My dude's whispering. I don't want to whisper because my mic won't pick it up.
Fair enough.
Okay, guys, do we want to fight a fire snake?
No, but we could go down that corridor.
That wasn't the answer I was looking for.
You want to fight a fire snake?
Of course I want to fight a fucking fire snake. It's a fucking fire snake.
Carry on. Your opinion?
Gary, the other breaking bell here.
Carry on, do you want to fight a fire snake or ignore it?
I don't know, it's quite tempting to fight it, innit? I'm enjoying fighting all this shit down here.
Ah, fuck it, let's do it.
Okay.
So you're...
At the same time, we are a man down.
So,
We can handle it.
are you guys just running in to fight it? Or are you going to try and sneak up to
I'm
it?
trying to stealthily go.
Okay. I want everybody to roll me a stealth check, and I will take the best result rolled as a group.
And I specifically say to the magic user, no fire spells, because that will help.
Alright, natural 20, so plus 2.
To 22.
22.
Okay.
Natural ones, 3.
Someone's light on their feet today.
I'm floating in the shadows.
I'm a total, and I've just rolled my second natural one of the night out of the 4 rolls I've rolled. So that's a 2.
So,
Mine's a 2 as well, but that's with a -1.
at the behest of the Gith, at the behest of the Gith wizard, pointing out bits of the floor that are going to make noise, you all very quietly make your way down the corridor, and you get to see the following room once it's revealed on roll 20.
Fire snake, fire snake, fire snake.
Da-da. 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 I will pull it up on the stream so the viewers that we still have can see. Much better. Yeah, sitting in the corner of the room is what at first glance could just be a normal snake. And as it sort of writhes over itself to get comfortable, you realise it is made of... Oh, KC UK says they're jealous, they want to come and play D&D. Well, as it happens, we actually have some spaces for some campaigns, and they're all run online at the moment. If you wanted to play some D&D, could check out the Geek Bar's website, or maybe message the Facebook page, see if we've got any games you would enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And we're always willing to run new ones if we can get enough players in as well.
It's just the concentration isn't useful.
Yes, you
You just know the location. But I can still be released yeah, but only once.
Yes. So it looks like a snake. A snake made out of hot rocks.
How much do I spend?
That's probably the best way to describe it.
Both through the air.
So, do you guys wish to attack?
I would say crime call. Yes.
Yeah,
I fire a crime call.
Well, before he fires it,
Okay.
let me get a bit closer.
Alright.
I try and stealth a bit closer. As close as I can get before it notices me.
The way we're going to work it is, we have gotten close enough. It's rolled terrible on its stealth, on its perception roll. So, I'm going to make us roll initiative, but you guys will get a complete round of combat before the snake can do anything. The snake has to wait till its second activation before it can activate. Does that sound... Yeah?
Yeah, that's fair.
Just to explain to you what I'm doing and why.
I got 19.
Nice.
I
That
got
was...
19 as well.
So he goes first because he's got higher dex.
But I like the taller go first.
It's already in that order, I think, isn't it?
Initiative,
Yeah. Yes, initiative, please, carry on.
Might as well get rid of Altman off that for now.
Yeah, I was going to delete Altman. 2 for carry on.
We've got some good rolls tonight. Wow.
Slow and steady wins the race. There you carry on.
A 2,
Yeah.
a 3.
I've got the first natural 20 in the night, so.
I got 2 natural 1 by win.
Can you get me 48?
Okay. So, tell Cook, what would you like to do with your surprise round?
So I've got 30 feet movement, so I'll get as close as I can.
6 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a diagonal. Like that, so you're not in a direct line of sight with your own party members.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will rage and launch a javelin at it.
Sure.
So I rolled a 20. I rolled a 17, so 24.
That hits.
And then a d6 per second. That is 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yep.
Okay, so your javelin hits it. It strikes exactly where you were aiming, one of the joints of the scales, in quotes. However, it doesn't seem to pierce as much as you were expecting, and the snake doesn't seem as bothered as such a good shot should bother it.
Also, I forgot to mention, when I raged, like a tail grew up I grew a tail, and it's like, I can't remember the type of dinosaur. You know the dinosaur that has a spiked tail on it?
Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus, I think it's called.
Yeah, Ankylosaurus, Stegosaurus.
Darth Bolt.
Nice, so
yeah.
you've got a tail with weapons on it.
Yeah, basically.
Nice. I like this sort of lizard shape being manipulated as you rage.
Yep.
I like it. Azarth, it is your turn next.
I'm firing a second level crack orb.
Are you moving?
Cold damage.
Are you moving first?
Yes. It's got a range of 90 feet, so behind the tunnel.
No, don't go. I'll say.
No. No, go across to the right one.
There.
On the other side like that.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit. Spell attack.
14.
14 hits. Roll your damage.
Yes. So 4d8 cold damage.
Ooh. Oh, that's good against fire elementals.
Good roll as well. 17.
17 cold damage.
Sure. So,
Pretty sure that's going to be good.
have you guys seen X-Men 2, the film?
Yes.
You know the bit that it's either X-Men 1 or X-Men 2. There's a bit where the fire guy is trying to impress Rogue by making a fireball in his hand, and the ice guy freezes it, and you get to see what fire looks like when it freezes.
No.
You've just done that to this snake. It's perfectly in position, completely frozen solid, including the flames around it.
And I just blow on my finger like it's a Western pistol, you know.
Blow the steam off it. Yeah.
Well, the ice. I don't know what you call it.
It is completely frozen solid.
Wait, I'm dead.
It might be. You need to investigate.
Gary, would you like to smash it with your hammer?
Yes.
Can't read.
That was exactly what I was planning on doing.
If you could magically run like 70 feet.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get to there.
Do you want to
Do you have a ranged weapon of any type, Garyon?
Let me see.
I know you have ranged spells, but do you have a weapon?
Surely you could improvise and throw the hammer.
Thor it?
Over the
No, do
shoulders.
you have a bonus action crossbow?
Fire a crossbow at it.
Let's do that.
Roll to hit.
Guiding bolt, but then that's a spell. Sacred flame, probably not a good idea.
No.
Actually, a sacred flame. Point of order.
Wait, fire.
A sacred flame is radiant damage, not fire
Yeah, fire
damage.
point.
It's light that looks like fire, but it is made of light.
Good point.
But if you shoot a crossbow bolt at it, it could just shatter and that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, let's
That's
go,
what
with
I'm hoping.
let's go with crossbow.
All right, roll
If
to
not-
hit with your
If
crossbow.
not, we're going to total power it.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Oh, for God's sake.
Natural. Yeah. Okay.
I can,
Roll
if
again
you
with
actually
it.
look at stats, I can stats of all your rolls.
But it's going to go well
That would
this
be pretty.
time.
Roll again with your crossbow, please.
I wanna.
Okay. Okay, so. Tell Cook,
Sorry.
a crossbow
See-
bolt.
Altman isn't here, that's the problem.
16 wouldn't hit me, I'm just saying.
No, what I'm saying is a crossbow bolt gets fired by Garyon. Why is that not drawing? Aha. Hits the wall here. Hits the wall here. And comes bouncing back at you, narrowly missing you before shattering on the wall behind you.
Jeez!
Phew.
Okay, let's remember, let's take a note of that. Don't use a crossbow again.
Tell Cook, it's your turn.
Total power.
I go up to him and just fucking axe him in the... No. I slap him with my tail.
Okay. You bring your transformed tail round and down. Spikes glistening. Roll to hit.
I'm 25.
Definitely hits.
A D8 plus 7.
There's no need to roll damage. Go on.
Oh.
What did you roll out of interest then?
11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. You bring your tail round and down, and the crumbling ice form of the snake shatters into a million bits.
Sweet.
That's how you kill a fire snake.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Durek and Cher sort of wander in, realizing they weren't needed.
Understatement.
Okay, so you have killed the
Sorry,
fire
this is good,
snake.
guys.
What's next, folks?
Can I just have a look around the room to see if there's any sweet, sweet loot?
Okay.
Yeah, Luke.
Anyone who wishes to look around the room needs to roll me an investigation or a perception check. Whichever is highest, player chooses.
Woo.
13.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, 13,
17.
17.
Investigation.
Okay.
Okay. -1.
If you rolled a 15 or more...
Yes.
Oh, 1 second, guys.
I'll just run that downstairs.
Just get rid of the phone. There we go. And that's out the window and down the street. Goodbye, phone. No, it's not really.
Open the window and just frisbee.
No, some pod delivery driver is going to be walking by and
son of a
all of a
bitch.
sudden, bam.
Yes, so anybody who rolled over a 15 finds,
Yes.
when searching the bedding area of the fire snake made out of coal, find some gold, slightly melted. It's a fair amount. It's about 20 gold pieces.
Sweet.
And go on.
Can we add it to the party pot?
You absolutely can. You also find, if you rolled a 20, you also find a blue sapphire worth 25 gold pieces.
Woo!
Shiny. Put it on my shelf. You if you want.
Yeah, put it up. I lean the turtle's head forward.
No. I've got a pouch. Okay.
No. I lean the turtle's head back and just drop it in his pouch on the inside of his shirt.
No. He doesn't know where the pouch is, so just drop straight through.
You've got to die. You've got
Just
to
drop straight through and just go like something dropping out your trouser leg. You just it's like come on. And I put it in my pouch. So 20 pieces. Was it 40 pieces of gold because 2 people got over 15?
Yeah, so a total of 40 pieces of gold
Okay.
and
the 25.
one sapphire worth 25 gold.
Okay. Noted.
What did I get?
You rolled a 17, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so you found a set of gold, but they've added it into the party pot.
Cool.
Okay, and after you finish investigating, other than some charred bones and really slightly melted bits of rock, there's nothing else of note in this cave.
I got a success.
Yeah. Do we go down the corridor?
Yeah, I'll just never get on. Oh yeah, we've got the corridor bit, don't we? As my rage stops, my tail retracts, by the way, to a small tail.
Okay,
And yeah, I'll say go down the corridor.
Yeah. Let's do it.
sure thing. I will get you guys up to the corridor in 1 second. Blah, blah, blah.
I've only got a good smell. That was beautiful.
So the corridor. Come on, do this for me. Do this one thing for me, please. Roll 20. It's a new short corridor, and then it takes a corner.
Oh, take the corner.
Oh, should we Cooper shot around the corner?
No. It's damaging my shell, okay? It's chipping. We'll leave it for now.
Can I sneak and pee around the corner?
You want Cher to go and do it?
No. I was going to do it.
I was about to get the chair to do it, but then the wizard already got. Or No's already went in and fucking.
Bagsy.
Okay.
The wizard wanted to do it.
The tall Gith gets to the corner and can see
Another corner.
another corner.
Guys, it's safe. It's just another corner.
You keep going then.
I'm Mission Impossible it. Along the edge of the wall to the next corner.
I just walk at a normal pace to the next corner, past him, and just
Yeah,
like,
same. Just looking at him,
Oh,
shaking my
just
trunk.
look at him like, the hell are you doing?
you're spoiling the kids' fun. You're spoiling my fun.
And around this corner, you find.
Harry, okay.
Another corner!
I'm going to say 50 guesses as to what you find around this corner, guys.
A dragon.
Drum roll, please.
A door.
Mage out the door.
The door is locked.
Save me.
Door is blocked. Total power.
Locked or locked?
Blocked. You can't tell whether it's locked because of a mechanism or just stuck, but it won't open.
I get to the door and try and push it as much as I can.
Okay. I would like you to roll me a strength check, please. If anybody wishes to help.
17.
A 17.
One on top.
It's okay, did need help. So, it's a stone door that has dropped a bit from when it was hung. So it opens, but it does that, you know, stone on a chalkboard noise as it gets scraped and dragged along.
Not that noise.
That's a lovely noise. Cheers, Toko.
Hey, I got through the door, didn't I?
And the room beyond is revealed. Faded mosaic tiles still decorate parts of the wall of the room beyond. Quite a lot of them have fallen to the dust-covered floor and shattered, but enough of the colours remains to make out faded pictures of dragons and men in robes. Situated in the centre stands a slim pedestal of rusted iron shaped like an upright dragon with the wings shaped for a bookrest. In the dragon's mouth rests an empty tray.
I look at
What the sapphires on the
mosaic.
tray?
Is there any text or anything on the mosaics or the statue or anything?
There's no recognisable text on anything. This has the air of a room that was not used for a long time, even before it was locked up.
No,
Well, then
It's not
sapphires
an
are
empty
everywhere onto the
try,
Did
try,
we-
no, try placing the sapphire on it.
Yes, Sid has
did we get-
suggested place the sapphire on the tray.
Question though, did we get anything from that dragon priest room? What did we get from that? Because it could be something from there.
Would you like me to go back to his entry in the book and read you the loot?
Yes, please.
That's fine.
Because it could be something specific from that.
Yeah.
That's another dragon-related thing. As I'm thinking of that, I do pull out the sapphire and I'm about to try it, but I just want to see first.
Skyrim it, Dragon Priest mask.
We haven't got all 12 of them on random places on the map that make it such a ball aid, it's just not worth it.
And then one guy gets turned to dust.
So, the dragon priest, when you killed him,
It's not dragon.
he had an ornate ceremonial dagger, which you still have. 2 silver rings, plain silver, which you have. A small silver amulet in the shape of a dragon's head. Various coins, 4 spell scrolls.
Okay.
I placed the ceremonial dagger on the tray.
I tried the amulet at the same time.
At the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it.
But I'm doing it from behind the table.
Well, no, I just grabbed the dagger off him and just put it in.
I'm still hanging behind the door.
Oh no. No, you're
Nothing
behind me.
happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I take those 2 things up.
And 2 rings.
Wait, yeah, 2 rings as well. I had those in there.
All of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
I had the sapphire.
Does it look like any... Is it moving, this train, anyway?
It is not moving in any way.
Hearing dice roll, goddammit. I'm adding the sapphire.
Nothing happens.
What?
No, I pick up Cher and I put him on the tray. Sorry, Cher.
How big is this train?
What word does the goblin have, DM? What worth?
The tray is not big enough for a whole goblin, but you can place the goblin on the book mount.
No,
Yeah, no, Cher. Do your best interpretive dance pose on this tray and do not fall off.
Is that I take all the stuff out of the tray.
Okay.
Cher.
Whilst you're emptying the tray, Cher falls off.
Cher, back on the tray.
No, get him off the tray. Leave him alone. I look around. Is there any text or anything on the statue, or did you say there wasn't?
There is no visible text in any language that any of you know.
Okay. I pull out 3 gems worth 60 gold in total. Put those on there.
Nothing happens.
I would like to detect magic.
You would like to detect magic?
Yes.
Okay. There is no
Good.
signs of magic currently in this room.
That was a waste of...
And you just rolled to fuck with me.
Little bit.
Because it's work. God damn it. It's goddamn work.
I use Mage Hand to technically feel up the statue and see if there's any...
It's a solid iron statue. There doesn't feel to be any mechanisms or gauges. It's all one piece of iron.
There's got to be something that happens with this damn thing.
It's got to be something. Is there any text or anything on the mosaics or on the wall? That are left?
No, like I said, a good chunk of them have fallen down, but you can make out enough to show that it appears to be a bunch of people in robes praying or praising dragons.
Can we try and jigsaw
sorry.
the mosaic back together?
Yeah, you can try and put the mosaic pieces on it. It doesn't stick because it's old mortar, but you can hold them back up in the right place. But it's lots and thousands of bits of tile.
Okay.
No.
Right, I'll just try.
Well, cleric. Gary, have you got the spell mending?
No.
Fuck.
Cher, who is tap dancing on top of the iron dragon. says, "You know, I don't really believe we ever used this room as goblins. In fact, you all seem to be busy doing nothing in it."
I didn't realise I asked you.
You didn't, he's just saying.
I think that's a damn good. This might not be useful for anything.
Yeah.
But why would there just be a dragon statue in a room? The video game in me says there has to be something here.
I start walking up the door.
Who's walking out the door, sorry?
I push the statue over.
The statue doesn't budge. It is very firmly cemented in place.
Are there any markings on the tray that might give away what's been in there previous?
A little bit of rust around the edges, but at the same time, everything's a little bit rusty on the
Stick
statue.
some water in it.
Oh,
Fill it with water.
sure. We'll try some nice water. Why not?
Okay,
I'll pour some water out my water skin thing.
okay. The tray is now full of water.
Cool.
Screw it. I'm gonna add. It's what I've got in gems.
Oh, hang on.
I've
Didn't
got-
someone get someone that sets things on fire? Or is that a different campaign?
I cast fireball.
You cast Firebolt.
Yep, on the tray full of water.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Replace the water with lamp oil.
I got a 12.
That's fine. You're shooting at a statue that's not moving. That hits.
Yep. Well, guys, looks like nothing happens. I just
Hang on.
evaporated water.
Roll damage.
Wait, just getting the right die. 10.
10.
10. I roll max on the dice.
Okay.
Nothing.
Your firebolt hits the tray of water. There's a very, very, very quick boiling of all the water in the tray. There's a flash. There's steam everywhere. It's warm. Suddenly you're in a sauna. The statue's glowing faintly.
Oh. Going fairly in the tray or somewhere else?
Empty some lamp
The-
oil into the tray.
The
Get rid
whole
of
statue
water.
is glowing. However, first of all, I need everybody to make a dexterity save.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so I figured out. 15.
Okay?
Am I being charmed or frightened?
No.
Dexterity.
Yes.
21.
So 21 for the wizard, 15 for the turtle.
Okay. And I need to roll for share and direct.
Now, this could either be for the statue doing something, or the spray of boiling water that you just sent across the entire bag.
Okay, you all duck as a spray of boiling water comes flying at you all amongst this cloud of steam. However, luckily, you have all managed to avoid it.
Cool.
The whole statue's glowing.
Yes, glowing in that you made it hot and it's cooling down manner.
Oh.
Fill the thing with lamp oil and set it on fire if we've got any.
Do you have a lamp?
Don't think so.
I don't carry lamps around with me, sadly.
Is that my other campaign that I'm doing as well?
I've got a hunting trap, but I don't know a lamp.
No, I don't either. Lovely.
Jurek, have you got anything?
Well,
Well,
I
that's
know
good.
one. Hang on. I know one thing for
way.
certain.
I've got tinderbox. Will that do? Do I reckon?
I know
Or-
one
or
thing for
Jurek,
certain
which
about
one
this
is?
statue. I know it. It's a waste of time. I
It
mean,
could just be. It could just be a prayer group, guys, and there actually isn't anything useful. And they put offerings to the church that is full.
Could be.
I try and push the statue one more time.
again, it's fairly cemented in, fairly well cemented in. It doesn't budge.
I get pissed off and leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow.
Don't forget, because I've detected magic, I'll be.
You'll have 10 minutes, isn't it? To detect magic
yeah,
on.
something like that.
there's a faint glow of magic in the cavern,
Within 30 feet of it.
but like the walls and floor of this tear are faintly glowing, but not in a there is a spell here, more in a magic was used to make this and it's finished now, like an afterglow.
Residual.
Yeah, residual effect. Sort of, it's still got a little bit of that presence in there, but it isn't currently magical.
Alrighty.
I say we go up this crevasse.
Go this way, past the corridor you were in.
I would say that, but it looks a little bit too small for a tall.
It is about 5 feet wide from what you can see as it narrows.
Yeah,
I'm a big turtle.
you're not going to be 5 foot wide. But
Put it this way, you might not be doing any combat if you go that way, but you'll be able to move.
I'll be able to move.
Yeah.
Screw it, we'll try it.
let's go.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
go bird, tank, and I'll try and squeeze.
readjust our map for the stream. Right, so who's
I'll
going
lead the way.
first?
Lead the way for the tank.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but
So,
I'll go at the back.
okay, Gary on at the back.
I'm going to be behind the total.
Okie doke, so I can bring the map down again a bit. And in a bit. There we go. Okay, so you get to the end of the rift, as it appears to be, and you see. Where's my reveal button gone? There it is. An opening in front of you
Yes.
into a room.
Can I peek around the corner?
You can.
There's
It's
another
a,
corner.
it is a stone room.
oh, another corner.
If you look round properly around the corner, you can see the whole
Yeah.
room.
I do that.
You can see that it has a door that is currently propped open.
Okay, I'm stealthily getting out of the room, into the room, and letting everyone out the tunnel because I would have blocked the tunnel.
Right, I need you to roll me a stealth check then, please.
That is a 7.
Okay. So, you move into the room, along with... is everybody else moving in, or are they just going to stay in the corridor? In the rift, sorry.
Yeah, we'll go behind him.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
follow.
carefully
Follow
move
the
in.
follow
Follow the turtle, follow the turtle.
Okay, you are all in the room. As the last of you gets into the room, you do hear a commotion.
I get as close to the door as possible, like, so I'm against the wall, so if
It's-
anyone walks in, I can grab them and pull them in.
Literally as soon as you get into the room, in burst 2 goblins, armed with scimitars, short bows and armour, and 2 more that appear to be armed with big forceps and a hammer.
Ooh,
Um,
ooh. I know what to do.
Telcook just smiles and starts walking forward with his grey axe in his hand.
Oh.
This one says something in Goblin. Did one of you guys speak Goblin?
Nope.
Nope.
No, none of us speak Goblin.
Okay,
What
so
did
yeah.
you say?
He says something in
I
Goblin.
seek to share.
Share, Chancellor.
Cher steps up next to the turtle with his hands up. Says, he's asking what we're doing here. We're not allowed in the lab.
We're taking a field trip.
We're just looking about. We're looking, we're inspectors.
At
Not
the-
inspected. Oh,
Health and safety inspectors. Your license overdue. You haven't had an updated risk assessment.
At the mention of the word inspectors, this guy goes white, which is unusual for a goblin. This guy turns around to scream at the people at the doorway, who, now that your door is open, you can see there's quite a few of them. And they all go scrambling off. The one at the front switches to common.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that was talking says, Very sorry. Very sorry. No notification. Inspection not to be till next month.
Yeah,
Very sorry we are.
There's a reason it's called a surprise inspection.
Not had surprise inspection yet. Love it we do. Yoda I am.
I start ignoring them and just walk through the door.
Like, come. I will lead. And he looks at the other one and he goes, Snarf, get lab ready. Snarf runs off ahead of you.
No. We're going to have to see the lab immediately now that you've warned people in advance, which isn't usually okay for inspections.
It's like, it's okay. Show you. Nothing different.
We'll move then.
Keep going.
So, he leads you out of the room. Are you all following him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we are now health inspectors.
He
We're
leads
gonna be
you.
better in a minute, don't worry.
He leads you all out of the room.
Broke the,
And you see.
He's
Right.
talking to people, right? Yeah, that's fine.
So the room you're in, it has 2 rows of marble columns carved with dragons. They run the length of the room. Mostly now are covered in a fungus, giving off a weird purple light. I need to adjust the camera. The cobbled stone floor is cracked and stained. Many wooden tables sit scattered around the room. The tables are covered with things like mortars, pestles, glass vials, small tools, contained flames, chopped fungus stalks, and various plant specimens. The many doors leading off the rest of the hall are partially open.
I go to the... Which door did it... What was his name, did he say?
He didn't give his name.
No, the name of the goblin he said to go get the lab ready.
Snarf.
Take me to where Snarf went, please.
Okay.
Immediately.
He gestures the door at the end of the corridor on the left.
We go to the door.
No,
That one
I
there.
Okay, I was going to peek in the door,
Yes.
the first door to make sure that I'm not missing anything.
Come. See Snarf? Snarf's project. Good project.
Oh, lead the way.
I'm gonna move you all in and then reveal the light so you can see what's going on. He invites you all in. Cher elects to stay outside the door just to keep the exit clear.
I tell Cher to look about.
Cher makes a very big show of inspecting the tables and the things on them and looking very professional.
Good.
Come. Snarf's chamber here. And in the room, there are 2 goblin commoners dressed in these ones are dressed in overalls. Dressed in overalls with boots that go well up almost to their almost to their groins.
Any gloves on?
They do have gloves and goggles. However, one of them is inside a giant wooden cask sunk into the floor and is stomping on something. The other one is looking at some samples of a liquid in a glass bottle.
Alright, so...
Snarf, do you want to explain?
Snarf goes, Welcome to greatest winery in goblin life. Here, with unique recipes, make wine from many different ingredients. Have sweet wine, have dry wine, he's gone Russian. Have sweet wine, have dry wine, have good wine. Even make vodka once.
What about rum?
Potato wine.
Unfortunately, cannot do rum. Sugarcane does not grow on the ground.
I whisper to Gary, do we kill these guys or do we just leave them?
All the rest of the lab first.
Yeah, let's see what's going on first.
Can you take us to the next lab, please?
Next room, next
The
door, please.
goblin.
Okay. As he ushers you out, the goblin leading you turns around and gives a quick thumbs up to Snarf.
Before we leave, I look in the barrel.
To be fair, what's in the barrel does look like wine, although what they're making it out of definitely isn't grapes. They seem to be using a form of fermentation on potatoes, mushrooms, bits of leaves and bark. Clearly stuff that's been grown in the gardens next door. And they've started making a type of wine out of it.
I look around. I'm suspicious as fuck.
They're not suspicious about being met by the end of the inspection.
Next room, please.
Yeah, the room to the right.
This room here.
Yep.
Okay.
I just barged straight in. Dove away from the goblin.
Okay, so you get in first. I need to get faster at using the tools on this. Here we go.
I'll be the last one in the room and I usher Chair over and I say keep an eye on the room next door.
Chair takes a great interest in this table and its contents.
Okay, I just walk in, I clap my hands to get their attention. Right, ladies, inspection time.
So,
Against the wall.
in this chamber, the goblin scientists do exactly as you've told them to. In this chamber is a table with a giant rat strapped down on it. The rat's alive and conscious. However, the rat is also clearly unwell. Bits of it look infected, almost rotten. And the goblins were using various knives, needles, poultices and that. They were clearly trying to perform some rudimentary surgery or procedure on the rat.
I asked one of the guys in the lab coats, what were you trying to ascertain here?
Rat is very, very sick. Got into one of Wizard's experiments, it did. Very poorly and yet not die. Wish to find out how, so we can possibly help other people poorly, so they not die, without making them look like goo.
Well, what have you found so far from your
Rat smell
scientific
very
study?
bad.
Okay then.
I almost want to cast Cure Wounds on the rat just to amaze the... But I don't want to waste a spell slot.
I was debating the actual opposite and just punching it in the face to play out his misery, but
Strange D&D aside, Cure Wounds doesn't actually cure diseases in D&D.
Yes. Surprisingly, the spell cure diseases.
Cure diseases, or one of the greater restoration spells practiced by some of the clerics.
No, I think that's a restoration. Cures poison and stuff.
Yeah. So, you now have 3 more rooms to take. You have northwest, north central, and northeast.
Door number 2.
How about one of us take each?
I go for door number 2.
I go for door number 1.
Okay, so that was tell Cook on 2.
But this one.
No, Azra.
Azra on 2. I'm on number 1. I'm assuming Gary on number 3.
Sure.
Okay.
Direct. Keep an eye on these bottom 2 labs with the goblin, please.
Yeah, Direct starts investigating this table here.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do your 3 rooms all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just crack on.
And your tour guide, obviously. So, room number 1 with Tell Cook. This is quite clearly a barracks. Whilst a little bit messy, it is more ordered than you would expect from goblins. Each bed seems to have its own space, and a small, very rotten basket or bucket next to it for stashing personal items in. Ignore the map, it actually looks like a line of bunk beds around the corner of the room. This is clearly where the goblins sleep. To do for Azrath.
They want to sleep.
No, but there is one giving it a quick sweep and a quick tidy. Azrath, you see a goblin with a set of typical jeweler's goggles. Goggles, but they've got lots of lenses that come out to allow it to magnify. And he is... Go on.
No, go for it.
He's currently rethreading links onto a suit of chainmail that's goblin-sized.
I'll go behind him and just go right up to his ear and go, inspection!
He... Roll the dice. He very admirably doesn't flinch, but he gives you side-eye that has only been seen in memes.
Touche, good sir.
And he slowly puts his things down. He goes, Why, sir, I am repairing the chainmail. It was broken. I wasn't aware. That was not self-explanatory.
I just thought I'd double check, you know. Just gonna have a look around the room to see if anything's as it should be.
He says, you will find everything of perfect accord in my workshop. Everything is as it should be, and every task completed upon time, if not early.
Okay. Out of context, he's this repairist. Like, he's not a smithy, is he?
No, the correct term would be a tinkerer. He could not forge you a sword, but he would know how to replace the gems and fix the handle, if that makes sense.
Alright, so he's not the guy to ask about putting spells in my spell book.
No, he's certainly not a magic user of any kind.
No. Alright, as you were. You were
Okay.
back. This room is now.
Carry on. Your room is an armory. There's several tables with swords of different types laid out across it. All are at best medium quality, because these are goblins. Some of them look almost tribal in their nature and their savage. They're like a sharpened bit of stone on a wooden handle for an axe. There's also several sets of hide and leather armor. They're all sized for goblins, much smaller than you. But this is clearly where they keep the battle stuff.
Cool. I mean, everything looks like an armory. What are you doing in here? Anything other than that?
The goblins in front of you look at each other and look back at you and go, "No habla English?"
No, I'll let you. Well, I don't speak that.
I go to. I'm
I'm
assuming
just
the
gonna have a
guy
look
is-
around.
Yeah,
Check it out.
they don't stop you. You look around, and like I said, all the equipment is crude to medium quality, but various weapons and axes, a couple of shields, extra strings for bows and a few spare arrows, but they're all short arrows, short bows. So, sorry, go ahead.
I'm assuming the guy is distracted with the other two.
The what? The guide.
The guy.
This one.
Yeah. Who's he with?
He goes with you one at a time as you go to your rooms. So by the end of it, he is in with Garion in the armory.
Quickly, whilst he's with him, I go quickly back into the first room.
The one you entered, or the one with the wine?
The one with the wine.
Hang on. Yeah, that's you, isn't it, Telcook?
Yeah. And it's different.
No, they're making wine. The two goblins are now in the barrel rather than the one.
I look around the room to see if anything's out of the ordinary.
No, nothing. Snarf's a bit surprised to see you come back in so suddenly.
He's got an empty eyes.
I look at Snarf. I'm like trying to intimidate him a bit and say, "You're not hiding anything, are you? You know how bad that would be, right? You know."
Okay.
I'm just look at my great axe of it and be like, you know how bad that would be, right?
I want you to tell me exactly what you're doing to intimidate him. Bearing in mind, you're already bigger than him and an inspector in his eyes. So what are you doing? What's the physically, your body language, your tone of voice, what are you doing?
I'm like looming over him, my voice is quite deep, quite threatening. I'm looking at my axe every once in a while. Yeah.
Okay. He glances at your face, glances at the axe.
Not
He goes,
hiding anything, right?
bursts into tears. And he throws himself at your feet. He goes, "Snarf is sorry. Very sorry. Did not mean to mislead, nice inspector. Yes, have been hiding many things.
What are you hiding?
You can't even call... I'm not doing a Russian accent for some reason. I can't cry in Russian. Is that telling?
Can't German then.
Can't even call this wine. It's not even vodka. It's just mushroom paste with yeast.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry.
It still get drunk, but I bring
Not happen.
bring shame to craft. Bring shame to family.
Oh, okay. Well, next inspection is better be better. I'll leave her.
Oh, he's like dragging on your feet, kissing your boots, like, thank you very much, thank you, person. Yes, next inspection will be better. Grow better, make better. And then as you leave, he lets go eventually.
I thought there'd be like a human body under the barrel or something. No, they just can't make fucking wine with potatoes rather than...
Human one.
No.
I feel like we meet up back in the middle room and
Yeah.
tell everyone what
Did
was in our respective rooms.
Question.
Oh.
Did
So-
Garion see the door in the armory?
Yes, I was going to say, Gary, and there is a door at the back of the armory.
Oh, I would have seen that, so I'm going to tell them guys that.
Let's go see the
I
door.
would suggest that we go
So
through
that-
it.
Quickly go check that.
Hang on. So, Gary, you're going to have a quick check before you go back to the centre room, yes?
No, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to tell them there's this other room
Okay.
and ask the inspector guy. Sorry, the guy who was the tour
guide.
This guy here, the guide.
Yeah, and just ask him what's through that door. Through
So,
the armory.
all the various goblins come out of the rooms to watch you guys talk to him. And he says, the door in armory goes to garden does. Must be very careful. Gardener get very cross when nick things.
Cool, well, we want to go look in there as well.
And that's the end of the inspection.
Yeah.
Is okay. Is not my is not jurisdiction. We'll have to tell Gardener and hand you over to Gardener. Cannot take blame if Garden not right.
That's fine.
Okay.
There's still liability, but you know, we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
He's here for my people.
He's happy for you guys to walk through and go to the garden.
We'll send a scribe with all the information afterwards.
So, is that the course of action?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. I'm going to spread the goblins back out then.
I think I thought that would be the easiest fuck to kill. We get murdered all of them easy.
I was sort of.
Yeah, this was more fun though.
I don't say I do the campaign. I've enjoyed just murdering the shit out of usually.
Yeah, I've pretty much enjoyed it. I was saying to you, Matt, last week that
You've enjoyed the fighting side of
I've
it.
enjoyed just kicking the shit out of things.
It's nice, but they don't put up much of a fight.
Yeah, when it's all goblins, it's just like they just squish.
Okay, so
We can kill them on way out if you want.
you're in a small room with a door that is already open.
Alright.
The strip you can see through the door is a slightly dark room, assuming it's right, with luminescent fungus growing on the walls and sort of a moss mixture at the bottom that is growing various plants and mushrooms. Here. Why is that not working? Hang on.
I walk on through.
Yeah, we all go through.
Okay. In front of y'all,
I've got a line for the meat garden. Not a line.
in front of y'all, he says, revealing it for the fourth time. Come on. Boom.
Oh.
There is a rather large bugbear. However, unlike the last one that you tangled with, that was dressed in animal hides, this one is dressed in brown leather overalls and wearing a lovely green wide-brimmed hat. Why he has to wear a wide-brimmed hat underground is something only he knows.
Sunny day, friend?
Aye, some days are nice, yeah?
By the way, we're the inspectors for the Horticultural Society. You know, we're here to check this garden's going correct.
Oh! Alright. These guys are all fucking... Horticultural Society, you say? Well, I have always hoped my peonies would be on the Chelsea Flower Show, don't you know?
What's the Chelsea Flower Show?
Where's Chelsea?
Chelsea, it's the... quick acronym. The Centre for Horticultural Excellence and Superiority. But they spelt it wrong, because I missed the L.
That was nearly brilliant.
It was nearly good, wasn't it?
That
I was going
nearly
over my head.
brilliant.
Centre for Horticultural Excellence and legume superiority for the environment. Chelsea Farmer Shop.
Alright, take us through the garden. Would like a tour. What
Aye.
we expect.
Alright then. Come this way. Come listen.
You want me to love?
First of all, he leads you down here. Oh, I've got Yorkshire now. I'll get you in your preferred order.
Yeah. Oh, why aye?
And there is this central bay here is, to be fair, quite a nice display of flowers that you didn't expect to be able to grow underground. There's some roses, some geraniums, quite a lot of berry-bearing bushes like hawthorn, belladonna,
Have you got all this?
cranberry and raspberry and stuff.
Have you got all this growing down here without sunlight?
Very simple answer to that question. Wizard lives down here. He gave me this and he holds up a little, I've gone Yorkshire again. He holds up a little ball about the size of a tennis ball, a little bit larger. It's made entirely out of glass, but it has a small golden note in the middle of it of something. And he says, apparently, this makes sunlight. And all I need to do is put it, hang it front wall over there, as he points to the wall. There. There is a little circular sconce on the wall. And when I say the phrase, it emits sunlight for up to 12 hours a day.
It's not bad.
Aye, that's helpful, that is.
That sounds pretty good.
It's good, it's good. It's helped me get these, and he points to this end, and this is a really quite impressive set of blackberry vines and plants. Rather than spilling over the path and going everywhere, they look quite neatly cultivated to almost weave together in a thorny blanket.
May I ask why he's making wine out of mushrooms when you've got these blackberries here?
These ones, these blackberries here, them's for pies. Them's not for wine. However,
Do you have any pie?
I do let him have my potatoes. They're good. Them's good for vodka. These are.
Yeah, we've seen the results of the
We've seen his mushroom wine.
taste.
Now, where was it you was going next then, fellas? There's not much more to see here, really. However,
Well,
I have noticed there's 3 more doors you can take us through.
however, if you want to go to trees, to orchard, down there, that's me. I could take you down there. We've also got, one second, I'm just reading something. Sorry, the trees are here.
yeah.
And here. Oh, 2 lots of trees.
Woo.
Says, I can even take you down the other garden. Up top there. Some more trees up there as well. But any more than that, I'm afraid, is not my jurisdiction and not my problem.
Well, you pick. Which one are you going to take us to first?
I tell you what, seeing as we're here, let's go in this one. I can show you my maples. They're lovely trees, they are.
Have you made any syrup from them?
Aye, we do make some syrup. They go great on pancakes with the blackberries. Great in pies with the blackberries.
What the fuck is this society? We've had a king, a goblin that can make you cry with dancing and convey a way too elaborate story with dancing with no hands, man. Apparently destroyed this site. They've got a lab where they make wine and heal rats in the same facility. And right next to it is a fucking orchard.
Let's go see.
Was the person who made this place on crack? What?
No, it was Willy Wonka.
I feel I have to take some umbrage because most of this is DM ad-libbing.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm guessing this.
It's clear that I'm making it up as I go along. Then is what you're saying. I'm not quite.
I'm not complaining. It's fucking hilarious, but
hey, I was told to make this fun because these dungeons can just be a slog sometimes. Right,
So,
I
I
need
can
to...
carry on murdering if need be.
Heh. You'll get back to murdering before long, don't worry, boys. He threatens.
So and I find them torturing a human, then everyone's dead.
No, just as Alan arrives, shit hits the fan.
Yeah, exactly. Alan comes in to the first door, kills a goblin, we walk in like, for sake! We've already massacred the entire lab.
So, yeah. He opens the door to the bottom orchard. Now. So, this octagonal room is curled slightly in mist, giving everything a bit of a damp feel. And whilst the term Arboretum is correct, there are trees in here. None of them come above shoulder height. They look like someone's taken a fully grown maple tree and scaled it down to shoulder height. The leaves are miniature, the roots look miniature. There's even a miniature bird nest in one of them.
Bonsai maple.
Literally, it looks like someone has shrinking rayed a maple tree. There's several of them dotted about, tended to by 4 goblins, 1 with a sword and 3 with what looks to be some form of horrific torture device. Tiny little spigots and hammers and things, and they're hammering them into the trees to get ready for syrup season.
I presume these
Alright,
get the
boys,
sunlight
we're
in the
doing
same way.
Yes. Alright, see, these are my mini maples. Lovely. You don't get a lot of syrup out of them individually, but we've got enough. We've got enough to get some out. Save it for treats. Lovely it is. And then in the corner,
Give me coffee, it's lovely.
in one corner, there is some rather large mushrooms. He goes, we kind of have to grow these because... Did you know? Mushrooms are neither vegetables nor meat, but some odd blend of the two. That's an actual scientific fact. It's really hard to classify what mushrooms are.
The more class is a fungi than a fruit or a vegetable.
So he goes on to explain that these mushrooms are grown in such huge quantities because they are really good for like basic food.
Do you tell that story a lot?
No,
You must be a real fun guy.
I am, thank you. I too am left in the dark and fed on shit.
What do you think you are, Harry Potter?
That is the best response to that joke I've ever fucking
I love
done.
it.
I was not expecting that.
No, I love it.
I'm not even going to tell you who I stole that off because there's no way they're listening.
This is when his phone pings me. Did you steal my joke?
How did you know? So yeah,
I just-
they're
So
growing
I go
like...
to the gardener
Yes.
in here about it. So, your fruits in here, your maples in here. We
Okay.
don't need the syrup to taste.
The goblin with the sword hands you a very, very nearly empty vial. Words.
Yeah.
Of clearly maple syrup. It's thick, it's clear, it's slightly golden / brown. Now, I don't know how much exposure you would have had to actual maple syrup in the real world, in
I love
D&D.
fruit syrup.
No, I mean in
Oh.
D&D. Your character. But
Telcook's never heard of a maple tree, so he was a little confused.
But I know...
He's not heard of a maple tree.
But you've just said that you yourself have tasted maple syrup.
Yes.
This tastes like good maple syrup. It doesn't taste like artificial sugar or flavours or any of that. It tastes like actual proper maple
Tastes
syrup.
like maple syrup as opposed to the maple syrup you usually get, which is maple flavoured syrup.
Exactly. It tastes like real maple syrup.
I pull out a little bit of jerky from the rations, and I pull them with a little bit of maple syrup on it, eat it. That's pretty damn good.
Nice.
Keep doing fine work. Keep doing fine work, guys.
Everything is fine. Okay.
Everything is awesome.
I knew that'd get you both. Cool. The goblins go back to tending the trees, and the gardener leads you on to the next one.
Oh.
Right then. Hang on, I'm going to have to move the stream so we can all see what's going on. There we go. Ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-ba-bum. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
How many character cards? One.
So, Agana says now, we have had a bit of a problem with pests in this one. We
can kill pests.
were growing birch trees. We used them for lumber, tables, weapons, a bit of everything really. You know, this is where we get most of our wood from. But we've had a bit of a pest in here recently and it's affected the supplies. So, just a word of warning.
We'll kill it if we see it. That's our motto. We'll kill it if we see it. Health Inspectors International.
Which is great in a dungeon, bad in a hospital.
Pretty much.
Some of the stuff you're coming out with tonight.
God, if Alan's character is in a hospital and someone needed resuscitate, it won't go very well.
Ah! Stab!
No, it'd just be, ooh, I've got thunderclaps. That's half the hospital gone.
See, when I missed with my arrow, what it should have done is bounced all the way round through doors into.
If Alan does turn up, he's going to take 4 damage. As an errant crossbow bolt hits him. And if he doesn't, I'll do it to him next session. So.
We'll be 4 5 different rooms away. By the way, there's magical arrows. Sure, come and hit you in the back. Just all that down.
So again, he opens the door. This time he says, it is best to stay out here. If you want to go in and find what's been burning the trees, please, you'll be doing me a favour.
Burning the trees.
Burning trees.
Any ideas what it'd be?
It's in there. We know it hasn't left.
Guys,
But
we've got some killing to do.
I feel like we should check that out.
When he opens the door, what you see looks like a majestic forest. Again, that comes up to about your shoulders. It's a rather large, like it's almost crammed wall to wall with miniature birch trees.
Alright, no fire spells. Go
There is a significant portion in the back corner. Hang on, no, come on. Why are you not up on? There we go. So we're in this back southeast corner that is scorched and burnt.
Well, I tell the total to walk in the room first.
Total, do you do what you're told?
Of course, I charge it.
Okay, tell Cook, I need you to make me a dexterity save, please.
Easy. That is dexterity save. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, it's +1, so 15.
15, okay?
Yep.
Okay. You come barreling in, doing untold damage to the trees, to the gasps of the farmer. And then, I need you to make a perception check, please.
Okay. That is a 13.
Okay, versus its stealth. Okay. You can't see anything. The trees are burnt and scorched. You don't have much in the way of fire knowledge, but what you can tell is that this fire started on the ground, because the ground in between the trees has like lines of scorch marks between each tree.
Baby fire snake.
Whilst you are there, oh, what's your armor total?
17.
Uh-oh. I mean, no need to worry.
I can soak it, it's fine.
20.
What about the man? He's got 20.
Okay, so whilst you're looking at the trees, you feel a sting across the back of your legs, and you
Son of a bitch.
take 2 damage and 2 fire damage, so 4 in total.
Ow.
This is then followed by a sudden pressure on one of your arms, and a further 4 damage.
Guys, get the fuck in here.
Alright, I'm on my way.
We are now.
Attacking, I can't see.
We are now in initiative order.
Yep. Same from last time.
No, we'll re-roll.
Who's doing 4 damage, 1 damage?
Oh, Garion got a good roll there.
Makes a bloody change, doesn't it?
Fucking miracle.
21.
I did not. I got a 3.
Sorry, who got the 21?
Azrath.
And Telcook's on a 3, was that?
Yes, deadly.
Okay. Azrath, you first.
I don't know what I'm shooting at.
Sorry, I thought I'd changed its layer. Ba-bum. There you go. The fire snake has revealed itself.
Okay. First level chromatic orb. Cold damage.
Okay. You're going to have to step in the room to be able to see it,
Yeah,
but you only need to go to like there.
That's fine.
Okay. Roll to hit.
24.
The hat hits. Roll damage.
3d8. Is that a d? D8?
Yes, Jim.
Cool. No, I'm going for that. 1, 2, 3. 16. Add the 5. That's 21.
Okay. As the fire
2
snake,
8 and a 5.
as the fire snake rears up to once again attack the turtle, it's moving forward as your chromatic orb hits it.
Yep.
It freezes instantly, and its own momentum means it shreds itself apart.
Problem solved.
We are now out of initiative order.
Fucking goddamn.
I like chromatic orb. That was. I yelled to the farmer. Problem solved.
Much appreciated. Do you want a
Yeah.
glass of something to help? A bit of moss for your burns?
Yeah, moss for the total, but have you got any better wine than what they were making? Hidden away?
I personally don't know.
Well, I've seen all these fruits. You must have some cider.
He has some nice cider for you. However, its medicinal properties may be exaggerated.
I only want enough for like a dram, you know, like a shot glass worth, just to sip at.
Yeah.
Do a little cheers.
Okay, so he comes in and he helps wrap stuff around your wounds. You get a drink of something that doesn't taste bad. You wouldn't call it cider, but it doesn't taste bad.
Right, I hold up the shot glasses to the group and go, cheers.
Nobody else says anything, so they all sit there in silence and all drink together whilst you awkwardly lower your arm and then drink.
Sorry, it was too good an opportunity not to make that awkward. Come on.
Right.
Oh,
Not
doing
just
a
because
team
the
bonding
pubs have
rules.
reopened. Just,
The gardener says, Shall I show you the last Arboretum?
Yes, please.
I mean, technically we've got 2, but one of them can't be called an Arboretum. I'll show you when we get there.
Okay, okay.
presume there's no pests to kill in this next one.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? So,
Hey, I'll try it again.
he leads you in, and I shall reveal the terrain. Boom. This is another long corridor with various planting beds all over it. It is, again, artfully displayed, even if the choice of plants is has a bit of the we planted what we could get feel. At the end of the room, there is a small wheelbarrow and what would appear to be some form of gardener's station. It includes things like pruning shears, bits of string to tie creepers with, some sort of spray bottle. You would assume it had either pesticide or plant food in it.
Lick it.
Like a miracle grow.
It's basically what's in there.
I say we go to the door on the right first.
Yes. The door on the right,
Yep.
he says, I've got two more. I've got the one on the right, that's an arboretum. And the one at the end, which I would more call a fungaretum.
We'll go for the arboretum, not the fungaretum.
Okay. I'm just going to lead you to the door. Now, this one, Master's very proud of this one.
Who's master? You?
No, wizard lad.
Alright, Counter, where is the wizard?
Oh, he's tending to his own tree. He's got a bit of a pet project, you see, at the end of the dungeon does Belak.
Okay.
He tends to spend most of his time by that tree. Personally, I like my trees non-magical.
Hold on a minute. That'll be that one we're looking for, is it?
I think so.
I think that might be the one. Fucking, that's just fucking lucky, right?
No, that's like a winky dink now.
That is just, that's made my day. That's made my fucking day.
And as he opens the door to the final arboretum, this one is also full of trees, to shoulder height. This one is a variety of trees, though. And what looks to be 3 skulls surfing the tree branches until your perspective adjusts and you realise that it is actually, in fact, 3 skeletons moving between the trees.
Oh, okay. What are the skeletons for?
He says that these trees require a bit of speciality, you see. So many trees in such a short space means we've got to be constantly tending them, pruning the ones that are outgrowing their own space and tidying them up others and helping them grow upwards rather than outwards. These skeletons have been enchanted, you see, by Master, with rudimentary arboretum and horticulture knowledge.
Fair enough. But I never thought I'd see it till the day I die. Gardening skeletons. Skeletons that can prune your edges.
Fucking, you learn something new every day, lads. You learn something new every day.
And Holly, how are we all turning into Yorkshire farmers?
I don't know.
Proximity.
Well, that looks alright to me. I say, do we go to your fun-orium?
Yeah, he says that these skeletons, they're here to guard the specialist trees. The only other one is the fungaretum. He leads you on. He says, this one, I'm going to be honest, I'm not proud of this one. It's a bit of a personal failure. We could not get anything else to grow in this room. So we just decided to harvest this fungus that we're in here.
Alright, yeah. Keep it going.
Well, I mean, that's it, really. I'm not too happy with it. It were a bit of a personal failure. Hang on, I'm trying to not reveal stuff beyond this room. It's hard when the rooms are all the wrong shape.
Bit by bit. It's like a game of Etch-a-Sketch. It's like you're playing with an Etch-a-Sketch.
Like I'm playing with an Etch-a-Sketch in a windy tunnel.
On the side of a plane.
Windy tunnel on the side of a plane, sinking in a boat.
Let's just go through a black hole.
With an
Whilst having a
elephant.
cup of tea.
Yeah, and this one.
Everyday stuff.
This room is absolutely covered, save for a couple of small paths, with a purple fungus, again, glowing faintly in the dark, but rather than the other ones, which glue with a sort of bioluminescent, underwatery, purpley, pinky vibe, this is very much a dark, deep purple of something that's not right.
I gotta be honest with you, lads. I've done long
Did I miss anything?
Purple mushrooms.
Cool.
We've all taken them. They'll kick in about 10 minutes.
Bugbear Gardener, these fungi, or fungus,
if you eat them, you see God for a week.
Cleric, that might be useful for you, my friend.
It depends on the God.
Oh.
But they're relatively harmless. We use this. Sometimes we come through here to get to the back rooms and.
Fair enough. I think the inspection's good for now.
I say, yeah, inspection's over and done with.
Top star. No. I'm so tempted. To kill them all. But we don't always have to be murder hobos. We don't.
I mean, you can be if you want.
Guardian, do you want to murder them all?
Gary, do you want to fight or do you want to keep going under your guise as inspectors?
I mean, why are we fighting?
Because you're bored?
Yeah.
Not bored, it's just we're murder hobos.
Yeah. I mean...
Nah, we'll leave them.
The metagaming side,
We've killed half their family and friends, and they still don't know about it. So when they find out, they're going to have enough to worry about.
The metagaming side of me says, yeah, let's fight. But the role-playing side of me says, actually, this is working quite well.
I just think half of them don't have families anymore because of us. And they just don't know that yet.
Yeah.
So let's leave before they find out.
Sounds like a plan. Have we got anything from the tree?
Where did they say the tree was again? I can't.
Because didn't we need to get something from the tree?
We're gonna find the tree.
We still gotta find that tree.
Well, I think we're gonna go through this tunnel. Way back when.
This one there.
I've got a. Yeah, the tunnel back in the main room we first started in.
Where?
Oh.
I think he was one.
Hang on, let me show our streaming audience what they're talking about, folks. Is this tunnel in the corner over here? That's what you mean, yeah? The room you started in, the tunnel that went to the north?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you wish to traipse all the way back?
Yeah, might as well. We'll go through the labs.
Okay.
See if Alan's woken up and murdered people or not. I'm assuming not.
The gardener goes back to his role of gardening.
Have fun, mate. Have a good life. Good to know you, mate.
As you pass through the lab,
Sure,
the supervisor gives you a nod and says,
lads.
have a good day.
If you look on the wine situation.
Will be very good. This door here is unlocked, so you can just come through. Alan is napping.
I'm assuming they leave, right? Is there any way of... Is there like a bar on the door or anything on the outside?
On this door?
Yeah.
There isn't a bar, no, but you could have Alan stand there and guard it.
No, basically I was going to say if I had a javelin, could I put it in front of the door so they couldn't get out? That's so fucked up.
Well, you could stick it in the floor, put in the other pointy end under the handle, yes.
Nah, there's the cave entrance that they could get out of. They still won't starve. I guess we've got one more entrance to go.
Yeah, tunnel straight ahead. Well, there's the tunnel straight ahead, and there's the door out of the Fungarita, are the only two bits you haven't checked yet as a group.
There was a door in the Fungarita?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it more clear.
Oh, yeah.
Can we...
Oh, there was a door in the Fungarita.
Can we, reverse time a bit, because we didn't know that door was there.
Oh, apologies. Yeah, absolutely.
And go to that door.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going through first?
I'll go through first.
I'll go through second.
Yeah.
Total power first. The powers at the total.
Oh, God.
Okie doke. Total first. Usual order.
Yeah, Voldemort afterwards.
Okay. You open the door. The door is
Knock.
A, unlocked, and B, relatively easy to open.
Totally
You see in front of you a small porcelain bowl. It's the bathroom. No.
Well, I needed to take a week anyway.
I needed to find the shitter.
You see a corridor that goes like this, stretching off into an opening on the wall.
Yeah.
Let's just go and leave that round where that.
I slowly go towards the corner and peek across.
Okay, you get to see the entire room.
Would you like to kill whatever's through here, guys? Just because you enjoy it.
Maybe.
I'm tempted.
I don't think the health.
My murderous urge is again.
I don't think the health inspector thing is going to last forever.
1 second.
I'm wondering why an entire society of goblins and other creatures like that accepted.
We were health inspectors.
An elephant person, a
Cheers
dwarf,
for the follow,
a elder person, a gith, a goblin as health inspector. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Skullstorm, thank you for the follow. It's always lovely to have people know when we can annoy them. So guys, what you see at the corner. First of all, there is a very small door in the wall to your left at the north of the room.
Yeah.
Your right even.
Right, yeah.
In the centre of the room, dragon carved granite blocks line the western wall of this chamber as it curves. Though some are crumbled and broken, enough of the carvings remains to show various dragons in the process of attacking hordes of lesser creatures.
Like goblins.
A huge marble statue of a rearing red dragon stands in the curve of the western wall, mounted to the floor. The eye sockets of the dragon are empty, but a red glow lingers there, providing reddish light throughout the chamber. The radiance casts an inky shadow behind the statue's wings. A 5-foot diameter circular tile of dark red stone is set into the grey floor in front of the dragon statue, carved around this tile's edge.
What do they
Can you read the room?
Oh, I'm not in there, so I don't know.
First of all, are you all entering the room?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously. Can we read the runes? Because I speak Draconic.
If you read Draconic, you can tell that the runes say the following. Let the sorceress power illuminate my spirit. That is the words.
I repeat it to the rest of the party. Let the sorcerer's spirit light my... What was it?
Let the sorceress power illuminate my spirit.
I cast fire.
First of all, as you say this out loud, the glow in the dragon's eyes briefly lights up, and the tile the words are written on seems to vibrate, and then nothing happens.
Oh, I cast fireball on the tiles.
Stand on it and say it again.
Alright, I stand on it, face the dragon, say my goodbyes, and I cast firebolts.
Okay. Who are you casting firebolt on? The
No,
dragon. Or
I think he's saying he's going to cast fireball, but we don't actually cast it.
Nothing happens.
I cast fireball on the dragon statue.
Nothing happens.
Read
I
the,
cast fireball on the 4 squares.
read the thing again.
I read the thing again. Did it change it all because it lit up?
Who's reading it, sorry?
Me.
Tall.
The tall, because I can speak Draconic.
Okay, no, nothing happens.
Nothing's changed.
Short of,
what
there is the
simply lit
same.
up?
There is the same effect. The dragon's eyes briefly gets brighter, and the tile on the floor vibrates, but nothing else happens.
Is that when I say the actual that line?
When you say the words out loud.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't the fireball. Sorry.
I repeat the phrase on the tiles. 'Cause I'm a warlock, a wizard.
Okay.
Anyone got any spells?
If you are stood on the tile and you say the phrase, the dragon's eyes light up and bathe you in a red mist. It's luminous. It's all more like a light up aura that bathes your limbs and your very form. For the next 24 hours, you have advantage on all charisma checks as you appear otherworldly and sorcerous to those around you.
Yeah, fair for a person with no nose.
So now the evil mind wizard Voldemort glows red.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Fair.
The light in the dragon's eyes then goes out.
Note to self: keep the phrases to myself. Apparently.
The light in the dragon's eyes goes out. However, the shadow behind it seems to get darker
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What is it?
and moves.
I pull my axe out and get ready to fight.
We are going to need initiative.
2. 18.
Sorry.
I somehow got lower than last time by rolling another natural 1.
Azrath got an 18 in total.
Oh, so Azrath. So Garyon is an 8.
So Cook is a 2 with a natural 1. That works fine.
Durek and Evil.
It's spirit. Special as well.
One second. I need to get my stat line. There you are.
It's like you don't say fireball. I can try.
Okay, so the dark shape in between the wings of the back wall moves and coalesces into a humanoid form made entirely out of darkness. Garyon, you recognise this as one of the lesser undead, a shadow.
So it's an undead.
Shadows are a variant of ghost or spirit. They are a disembodied soul that shunned the light in life and therefore now wander the world being unable to be bathed in light because they are darkness themselves.
So not an undead.
Undead, they're a ghost.
Cool.
Whilst they can change their shape, their natural shape is of a humanoid shadow, but like in 3 dimensions. They are renowned for weakening their foes with their attacks, not just doing damage. So, Azrath, you are first in the turn order.
I cast my cantrip of Fireball.
Roll to hit.
12 plus 6, 18.
That hits. One damage.
1 damage.
Okay. Your firebolt hits the thing. Your firebolt seems to get absorbed by it, or at the very least the light from it does. It doesn't even flinch. Now, you would be the first person to admit to yourself that your firebolt was weaker than most that you cast, but you'd never admit that to anybody else.
That was a shit fireball there, no nose.
Yeah, I sneezed while I cast it. Sorry.
Would you like to move?
Yep, behind the total.
That is the one thing you genetically can't do, is sneeze. You need a nose for that, no nose.
That's why I did so bad, I sneezed.
Okay, so next is Durek, who is going to take some steps this way and fire an arrow into it. 14 hits. Wrong dice. Can't do 20 damage. Where did my D8 go? Durek fires an arrow, and the arrow hits it straight in the face. But seems to pass through it without doing an appreciable amount of damage.
Okay.
Cher, using all of his dance talent, disappears behind the corner.
Moonwalks behind.
Does that little spin, down head tuck with the hat, and moonwalks back behind the corner.
I give him my clap. That's nicely done.
Fighting shadows is not my calling.
Tell Cook you're okay. You're okay. Tell Cook.
Tell Cook, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Tell Cook, are you okay? Azrath used Fireball. Anyway, I'm going to do that all night if I don't stop. Okay,
Keep
Shadow's
it going for the
turn.
rest of the fight. Background music.
The Shadow is going to attack 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move to here to attack the Sorcerer. However, I will give both Telcook and Garyon attacks of opportunity because he's clearly ignoring them and going for the one that used the light. So you get a free melee attack with whatever weapon's in your hand.
I rolled a 13. Does that hit?
That does. Roll your damage.
Raging.
No. I haven't had a chance to. Only
That's
6
a really
damage.
good hit. Only 6.
Yeah. It was just a normal great axe, so probably half because it's not magical.
All worked out.
Oh, fucking hell.
So, Telcook almost absent-mindedly backhands him with his axe, and you feel it bite into flesh, Telcook, but it's like trying to slice a marshmallow. It slices, there's a bit of resistance, and then the axe goes in, but there's no substance to what you're cutting.
Okay.
Garyon brings his warhammer around in a mighty swing, sees Telcook's sudden lack of resistance as he swings his axe, and realises that if he keeps swinging like this, he's going to swing through the shadow and take Telcook out at the other side. So pulls his blow, doing minimum damage. Right, now the shadow gets its attack on the wizard. Wizard, Azrath, does 13 hit you?
Yes, but as a reaction, I use my first level spell of shield.
So it misses.
As a reaction, yeah?
Yeah, his reaction increases his AC by 5 till his next end of its next turn.
Yep.
Okay, so the shadow's hands get bigger and larger, and it goes to swipe them as they've turned into sort of clawed beast hands.
Magic.
And just as the claws are about to make contact with you, a light spreads around your body like a holographic suit of armour around you, deflecting the blow. Okay. Garyon, it is now your turn.
Well, I'm going to move to there.
You will provoke an attack of opportunity as you move away from it. If you stay there, you won't.
That is a very good point.
However,
Oh, I could just move to there,
yeah,
and it'll be fine, won't it?
yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that. So I need to stop it going up here, that's all. Because
Okay.
then I'm going to turn undead.
You're going to turn undead.
Turn the undead.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Each undead that can see or hear you
Undead.
within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Just make it go away.
I'm not even going to see what my wisdom is because a natural 1 is not a good roll.
No. If the creature fails, it's turned for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action to opt, or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, it can use dodge.
Okay, so that's ridiculously good. You guys don't know how good that is for you.
We could just literally circle it now and ready actions and all just fucking chop it
It's-
to bits.
Telcook's turn.
I want to attack it, but I don't want to break the spell.
Ready in
I ready an attack for the. Oh, this thing's about to reset. I ready an attack for the rest of the party so we can all ready it at the same time. And I tell that to the party. I say, everyone circle around it and just wail at it.
Can we do that?
He can say it. Whether you do it is up to you as you control your
I
character.
get my great axe ready so we can all do it at the same time.
Okay,
Okay.
You can get a spell ready.
Azrath, it's your turn.
I listened to Telcook and ready a fireball for exactly what he said.
You're going to ready a firebolt.
Yeah, cantrip, but I move 1 square to the left.
Doesn't get reactions. No, you can move back. Doesn't get reactions.
Yeah, but I'm trying to circle it. I'm trying to block it off here, so yeah.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. I'm going to ready a fireball for exactly what Telcook said.
Durek is just going to fire an arrow at it.
Durek!
Oh, he got a natural 20.
But that means it breaks the spell.
Who told you that?
The spell says if it takes damage, it breaks the spell.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was reading it.
In which case then, Derek will save that dice roll. He will ready his shot for if it attempts to run away from the party, he will fire his arrow.
It's turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
I agree with saying that's what I'm waiting for. It's either it moves or we attack it, and I'm just
Meanwhile, Cher starts working on the best way to express hope through arm movement. Right, so it needs to run directly away from the cleric. It gets to there. It's moved, which means all of your actions take off.
Alright, I'll roll for Firebolt.
We do this in turn order, yes. So Azrath first, you do Firebolt.
Yep, it hits.
What's your damage?
23.
That's definitely a hit. What's your damage?
6.
6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Direct bow.
I flick it from the middle finger though.
I thought
That's
you
where
were
my
saying-
Firebolt comes
I thought you
from.
said you were saving the natural 20 for that roll.
Yeah, and he rolled a 1 on his dice, which goes to 2. Because he gets doubled. And then, yeah, tell Cook it leaves your radius so you get your attack. And an attack of opportunity, because you have your stored attack as well.
Yeah. Well, I missed the attack of opportunity. So
Okay.
I rolled 2.
Get your normal
That's
attack.
terrible. So that's an unnatural 20.
That hits.
And that's 8 damage.
Okay, as your axe swipes through its back, tendrils of shadow come away on your axe and dissolve, and the whole thing starts to unravel from the wound you've carved in its back, until eventually it's just gone.
So we do it.
Cool.
I'll do it.
Now that is teamwork.
That was nice use, that was good. Okay,
That turn dead was good.
the shadow is now gone.
Anything happen to the statue now that the shadows come?
No.
I guess we've got a door to explore then, boys.
Yep.
Alright.
No, I'll
Well,
go up to the door and knock on it.
you haven't searched this room yet.
No?
Oh yeah, good point.
Okay.
We'll do that.
I searched behind the statue and stuff.
Okay, I need either investigation or perception
Yeah.
checks, please.
That's a 21 from me. Tell Cook.
19.
Yeah, I find fuck all.
Ah.
So,
Oh, it's a statue, that is. That's
25, 25 from Azrath.
all Gary knows is that's a statue. That's what that is.
So, Telcook starts searching the back of the wall here and moving round, and Azrath starts here and moves round, and you both get to this bit at the same time and realise there is a loose stone in the wall. Inside, you find a small, slightly rotted leather pouch containing 34 gold pieces
In the party pot.
Yeah. Anything else?
and 2 flasks of alchemist's fire, which is a thrown weapon that can be found in the player's handbook in the equipment section.
I'll be taking one of those if anyone wants another one. Or do both of them.
Darian, would you like one?
I don't like to use this as magic.
I honestly don't think I'd use it, so no.
I'll take both of them.
Yeah, you take both of them then.
So how much gold was it again? Just so I can enter the party pot?
34 into the party pot.
Okay.
So yeah, flasks of alchemist's fire can be thrown. It's made of porcelain, so it shatters on impact. On a hit, the target takes D4 fire damage at the start of each turn. However, a creature can end this damage by spending its entire turn putting the flames out with a dexterity check.
Awesome.
Basically, it's sort of rudimentary napalm. You cover someone in sticky oil that is on fire.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've added it to my inventory and D&D Beyond, so we're good.
Good, good. Right, yes, so you've got one door out of this room.
I go up to the door and go knock knock.
Are you all going there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually knock on the door and go knock knock.
There is no answer.
Tell Cook, open it.
Okay.
I go open the door.
Again, there is a loud thud and a crash as you boot open the door.
I'll
Leaning,
follow behind Tell Cook.
Leaning and fallen stone bookshelves fill this chamber, though a clear path connects this door to a door in the opposite corner. Torn and burnt pages, bindings, and scrolls form disordered piles as if someone has rooted through this room.
Ooh, can I double check to make sure they didn't miss anything?
If you're going to investigate, roll me either wisdom perception or roll me an intelligence check. An investigation,
Well,
sorry.
Oh, 17 plus 6, that's a 23 again.
Nice. Anybody else having a look?
I'll have a look as well.
Sure.
Perception, did you say?
Perception or investigation?
An 18 from me.
8.
Garion thinks these bookshelves look nice and sturdy. Because they're made of stone. Telcook. You find a book bound in dragon scales.
Whoa.
The title is written in Draconic, and flicking through the pages you can see they too are written in Draconic. The title of the book is Study of Dragons by Melchior. That's Melkhior.
Okay.
You're not the most learned, but you
You're
do
not
know that dragon scales are worth a bit. This is heavy book. It's good quality. It's still in really good condition. And you would put your inexpert guess that this is worth about 150 gold pieces.
Woo! Okay, go down.
As for Azrath, several of these bits of scrolls and burnt bits of paper clearly used to have spells on them, which is a shame because they're now burnt or destroyed. But you do manage to find 2 that are still complete.
Ooh,
A spell scroll of Scorching Ray. So it allows you to cast Scorching Ray once.
Scorching Ray, yeah.
And a spell scroll of Melf's Acid Arrow, allowing you to cast Melf's Acid Arrow once, or copy them into your book.
Cool.
Those are 2 good spells.
I will copy them into my book when I get back.
Yeah, because you need to buy the resources.
So yeah.
No, but
There is
I was doing the middle of a dungeon, basically.
very little in this room, save for the doors opposite.
I open the door.
Sorry, who's opening the door? Was that Azarath, yeah?
Azrath, yeah.
I'm assuming we're all going to line up to get ready.
Yeah, of course. And if it doesn't open, then I'll boot it open, obviously. I suppose.
Azrath, you open the door, and you see... Stairs! Stairs going down!
Woo! Stairs.
Who doesn't love stairs? Fucking stairs! Sorry.
But I say before this stuff, we're missing the other corridor from downstairs.
They mentioned the tree, though, and that's like, oh.
I know we could be missing sweet loot. No, let's fucking
I
get
say
downstairs.
before we go, can we quickly shoot back and get Altman if he wants to come with us?
He of course, will want to accompany you.
Yeah, so go grab Altman and then we go down the stairs. And I tell Altman, no genocide.
Okay, so... Are you all going back, or are you, like, sending Cher to get him, or...
Share.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Chair, sorry, I call him Chair.
Um,
Everyone else called Chair, I call him Chair.
Cher encourages Altman to say he's an inspector as you go through as he goes back through the goblin room.
Did you just roll to see if he kills people
No.
now? That's a yes, is what that is.
The word I said was no.
You
And
meant
yeah,
yes.
Altman and Cher return unmolested.
Chair, did he kill anyone?
He spared their lives like the noble sorcerer he is.
Chair, you watched him literally murder like 20 sleeping goblins. He's not noble.
I have repressed that memory. It will be great fodder for my career in acting.
Yeah, to be fair, that's going to cause some PTSD on the line. Let's get on the stairs.
Okay.
Total first.
Yeah, Toll goes first.
So, the stairs go down enough that your head is at about floor height. Is the small corridor. And I'm going to have to reveal maps and move maps and do all sorts. And then the set of stairs at the end of the corridor goes up,
Okay.
revealing another corridor that you guess is at about the same level you were just at when you started going down the stairs.
Okay. So we've got under that room, basically.
Yeah, you've got under the far-flung. The corridor then takes a right turn at the end.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I got a peek around the corner. That's right.
Okay, you can see. Hang on, I'm trying to try and get all this in one. Boom. A long corridor with 2 doors down the side. Now, 1 second.
I tell everyone to come forward.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let's do.
You all gonna move forward, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
That's the cleric.
Just start tapping on the walls just to scare the shit out of people in the rooms.
You can do that if you like.
Nah, there's only skeletons in there.
And just tap back.
Probably get to glow for 24 hours.
Fuck no.
So
That's
yes.
awesome.
You have 2 doors.
Guys, do you want to go for the door number 1 or do we go for the second option, door number 2?
We can flip a coin. I've got a coin.
Should we just start at door number 1 and work our way to door number 2?
I mean, that's
Yeah,
what most
all
people
right,
would
then.
do. Okay, so you're going to open the door.
Yes.
Okay. Who's opening the door?
Azrath.
Why? You're the squishiest one. As Aswath goes to open the door, I pull him back and I open the door. You're squishy.
Oh.
You're not meant to push in rooms. That's an explosive door, you're dead.
The door opens. A layer of soil covers the floor. Rough wooden shelves filled with a scattering of tomes and scrolls line the north and east walls, and a rough-hewn desk stands in the centre of the chamber. Fungus on the ceiling provides light, apparently in sufficient quantity, to nourish several small bushes and saplings that grow in the soil on the floor.
I search the room for any useful books or scrolls.
Yeah, I assist. Azrath assists the total.
Okay.
Woohoo!
What's your checks?
16 from the roll.
16 plus 6.
Some good stuff.
22.
22.
What we're doing, looking around, yeah?
Yes.
So that's a good round. Sorry, there's my brain turn.
Yeah, it's up.
22.
Nice. So, you find several things, most of which appears to be reports around crop growth, harvests, precipitation, similar very farm-based notes for the surrounding area, and then more personalised notes about the trees and crops here in the dungeon. One of you, which can go in the party group, finds a book titled Treasures of the Fire Lords.
Oh, that's the line. The shell's getting full, guys.
You've got a big shell.
The book's a nice book, and as I said, it's called Treasures of the Fire Lords.
Cool.
It's written in Draconic, but the total, it's not like an old dialect or anything. It's relatively easy to read.
Treasures of the Fire Lords, you said?
Yeah. Well, that's the title anyway. You wouldn't know how the book's easy to read unless you open it.
I opened it.
Okay.
Eyeballs in the face.
So everyone needs to make a dexterity save.
Oh, fuck. Natural 20. Oh, yeah. 21.
16.
17.
That's what I've got, a 16.
Oh yeah, I need to roll one for... Okay. Okay, good. Right.
Jerks as well.
Yeah, good.
Anybody who rolled a 12 or more, as you flip the page of the book open, there is the sound of a dragon roaring and a great explosion of cold air that fills the room. Everybody takes 11 points of damage if you rolled above a 12, 22 if you failed to save.
Jesus.
Go down. Sorry, guys.
Shield really wouldn't work here, would it, as a reaction?
No, shield's only for AC stuff.
No.
Son of a bitch.
Put the book away.
I start reading through the book now as soon as I've opened it.
It's blank.
You evil bastard.
That's in the book. That's literally, it says if a player opens the book, it explodes. The pages are blank.
Fucking throw the book on the ground.
Who's down?
No one's down.
Oh, okay, right.
We're that's quickly about level 3.
I will, however...
Durek's gonna neck a health
I
potion.
would suggest to the party, should we take a short rest? Since that took a little bit out of everyone.
I was gonna say, Durek's gonna neck a health potion and offer one to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. Yeah, that'll do.
So that would be,
Down, like,
everybody gets 4d4 plus 4 health.
4d4.
8, 12. Okay, Durek's back at full health.
How many was it, sorry?
4d4, and then add 4 to the result.
Oh, 4d4 and add 4.
That's Phil's.
Well, I'll tell you what, I rolled a 12. Well, I rolled 8 plus 4. So if you roll less than 12, you get 12.
I just
12 plus 4.
Cool.
18.
back to full health.
Nice.
16, sorry. 16.
I get 16. Oh, back to full health.
I'm good now.
Nice. That does deplete Durek's health potion stash a bit, but everyone seems to be back on full health now. Whilst you're drinking your health potions, through the door bursts 4 goblins.
Yes, we can kill these ones if you want.
Yes, I fucking chop one in the face instantaneously.
Because I feel like we'd be reacting, still adrenaline rushing from the explosion.
You absolutely would.
that
I
we
fully
would
agree.
Just go, oh shit, fight!
Initiatives.
Initiative.
I rolled a 3.
Natural 20 plus 2. 22.
Natural 20 minus 1.
On my initiatives, in this order, I rolled a 2, a 1, a 2.
22 for Azrath.
I got my initiative up by 1 from last time. Woo!
It's really annoying. That first natural 20 in fucking ages. And he's on an initiative.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 20 on initiatives are the worst.
Azrath, you are first to react.
Alright, no, don't do that one, that'll hurt everyone.
Yeah, please don't.
Blow up the room.
The goblin right in front of me,
Yes.
I use Mind Slither.
Okay, intelligence save, yes?
Yep.
I have rolled a 4.
Yes! Alright, I place my hand somehow over its face and I stare. Let's go for it. I stare to its happiest memory, which would be of its parents' wedding anniversary.
That's not a happy ending. That's a boring memory. Is all
No, no.
that is.
What you don't know about this goblin is that he was estranged from his father for a long time, and that it was only when his father and his mother got back together to celebrate their 20th wedding anniversary that he finally felt like he could connect with his father. One of his happiest memories is of sitting with them at dinner, just being a normal family on their anniversary.
Well, I go into this memory. I slit his father's throat and I bone his mother. There we go. That's the memory.
Roll damage.
Oh, 1d6.
Fucked up person.
4.
Listen, something you need to learn about D&D is that this is where you get all your fucked up shit out.
Yeah, true.
4 damage,
yes,
you say?
Mind Cylinder lets me do it. I could have used Mind Spike and really messed him up.
4 damage, you say?
Yep.
Okay. He recoils backwards to the point that he falls to the floor, clutching his temples. Still conscious, but clearly hurt with blood dribbling down both ears.
That'll do.
Direct's turn. He is going to just knife the one in front of him.
Shiv him.
The goblin barely has time to talk. The goblin that, as the goblin you targeted falls to the floor, the goblin behind him shouts, "Squee, okay? Squee, okay," as Direct's blade comes through his throat. Garyon, your turn.
Direct actually killed something.
The one in front of me.
I think that's the only thing he's killed all fucking game.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
game.
Roll to hit.
Will hit it with me all hammer.
Come on.
Feel like that's a miss.
That is a miss.
I will War Priest and do that again.
On the backswing.
Oh, for God's sake. 12, that might have.
That does hit.
7 bludgeoning.
Okay. You bring your arm round, swinging the hammer, and the doblin. The dablin. The goblin easily ducks.
That's the dancing one, isn't it?
Yeah. The goblin easily ducks, stands up and goes, and with your backswing, you take its head off. Tongue still out.
Love it.
Evil's turn. Roll to recover from the mentally savaged goblin. Now he stands up, aiming for you with the knife because you killed his dad. 12, does that hit you?
Yep.
Okay, Azrath, you take 4 points of damage.
That'll do. Payback's a coming.
And then the other one's going to go for Telcook.
Actually,
9.
Think it-
Telcook, your roll.
Screw it, I'm going to waste it. I'm going to rage. Claws are going to form. I'm going to attack each of them once.
Roll to hit.
That's a 9 on the first one, so I don't think that is.
It's going to miss.
I'll take the same one the one that got mentally fucked. And that one is a 22.
That hits.
And pulls. That is 8 damage.
Okay, so your first swipe misses as the goblin steps backwards. Your second swipe carries you forward to plunge your claws into the stomach of the already psychologically tortured goblin.
Yep.
The goblin looks up at you with the most defeated expression you have ever seen in any animal ever.
That would maybe affect our cook if he wasn't raging.
And the last words it speaks are, "Thank you," as the light drains from its eyes.
This is what you do to them.
Yep.
You give them PTSD before we kill them every time.
Azrath, your turn.
Oh, you know what's coming. Mind Slither. Yep, I'm gonna mind. Yep.
15.
Damn it!
You raise your hand in the same manner, and this one literally ducks into a heap on the floor. It's like, no, 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 no.
Alright, direct. You should. Go for the notes.
Direct swings a kick and misses. Carry on, your turn.
More hammer in the face.
Doesn't miss anything.
Probably.
Probably.
10.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, if we all-
Again.
I'm doing it.
The goblin's going to stand straight up and go for
I'll
an
do it
attack.
again.
You do it again. Go for it.
That's a hit. 16.
16 hits.
6.
6. So, your first blow didn't quite have the power
I'm
you
not
thought.
I'm much better on the backswing.
Didn't have as much power as you thought, and the goblin's flailing its arms around and just sort of deflected your blow as it came down. The second blow, though, you pull it up and you get it right on the back of the head. You hear a crack. There's blood. There's no more noise. And the goblin lies still.
Because I'm still raging, I don't run combat anymore, but it's my turn anyway. I charge through next door instantly.
That's very, very in character. I love it. You charge through the door. I will unveil this room.
I just go, oh, fuck's sake, and follow him through.
He would tell them not being able to kill anyone in that goblin room before, but he doesn't want to kill someone. There's no stuff to kill.
So, you all come through.
Rage gone. Oh no, another rage down. Oh no.
Let me read from my book of rules. So, first of all, the chamber you get to. Twigs and roots are piled on the floor of this sagging chamber. The collapsed southern wall opens into a vast cavern, the walls of which are covered with luminescent fungus. The high roofs loom over a twilight of sickly briars, bushes, saplings, and similar woodland plants, including very small trees. Ruined walls and hollow towers protrude from these trees and bushes.
Keep going.
Do I burn the tree?
I want you guys to roll me a perception check, if possible, please.
14 from Telcook.
18 for Mazrith.
17.
I'm just going to keep revealing the room as well to make sure you will get all of it. 17,
Yeah, we'll
18, 19...
We'll really start walking through the room as well.
Okay, so you see, in the distance... a very, very large blackened tree. Let me just... Down the bottom there. Bottom. Right, the stream map is going to be fine. There, right. Let me check something out.
My next step is mine tonight. For a big time.
Okay, so you're walking through the room into this sickly grove of trees, yes? Good, I can reveal more of the room.
Still just 3d6.
I know, but like most concentration spells are good because they do damage round after round.
Oh, really? I just sort of kind of went with my guy.
There's nothing wrong with building to flavour.
True, true. Anyway, you just
Walker's Crisps have done it for years.
spell you can add up. In that scroll room, was there any just like plain parchment and stuff, by the way?
There was, if you wanted to grab it, I'll give you 4 bits of plain parchment that were still usable.
Could it be used to like add stuff to spellbooks?
Like literally, when you add stuff to spell books, what you do is, essentially, copy the words from the scroll into a book that is already there with loads of blank pages.
Usually, what it says is you've got to spend 50 on inks and stuff. So, if I remember correctly,
That's,
So-
yeah.
would he be able to copy spells in this dungeon on like a long or a short rest, or we have to wait till he gets out?
You'd have to wait. The reason you have to spend money on inks and stuff is that it generally takes specialised inks in order to capture the spell words. It's very late for me. I was up early today. It takes a specialist set of inks so that you don't accidentally cast the spell whilst writing it into your book.
No, that's fine. I was just double checking. Double check.
So, when you guys get to this room here, I do need you all to roll for me a perception check.
Yeah.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural
Plus
20.
4. 24.
Same there.
Does
Exact same.
smell come into it?
It does.
Natural 20 plus 4.
Yeah, plus 4 is a perception.
Yeah, perception.
13.
Because you've got high wisdom. I don't. I've got
Okay.
proficient.
You pick up presents
Presents? I like presents.
of a bunch of twig blights
Oh.
between you.
Yeah, just fine.
Oh.
These are the small, weak, animated tree spirit things, if you remember.
Yep.
Fireball.
Yeah, start killing them one by one. I go to the nearest one and just.
No, I fireball the one on the right.
Okay, so it'll be initiative order, but you guys spotted them first, so again, I'll give you all one activation each before they get a turn.
Alright, the one to the right, behind the wall,
Yes?
I move inside and fireball.
And I move to the one on the left.
We need to roll initiative first, though.
Yeah, of course. That's 20 again.
So that's 1 plus 2. 19
21.
for Azra.
21 for Tom Cook. Final. Good fucking mission.
9.
Yeah. Okay, mate, I've got to roll on the dice.
Nah, you should roll one to the.
This one I wish I had changed magic this time.
Okay, so Telcook, do you want it to move to the one to your left
Yeah.
and attack it, yes?
Yeah, with the great axe.
Roll to hit.
That is an unnatural 20.
Definitely hits.
And that is 15 damage.
Okay, you turn him into kindling. Azrath, your turn.
Doesn't need it.
I move to the one behind the wall, but to the right, so I'm in view. There's one in that corner wall, but
Further one, because you can get that range.
can I get the further one?
Yeah, you get it. It's 30 foot, like 60 foot range, and you've got 30 foot movement.
I got 120 feet with fireball.
Doesn't do you don't have to move.
Alright, with 120 feet, can I get this one directly down from Telcook?
But
This one here.
No,
Oh,
the
this one
a bit
here.
down, that one.
Is it bright in here though?
I'm glowing red.
Still down damage.
Oh.
You can't see that far if you don't have dark vision, I'm afraid.
Get the one on the right.
I'll go for the one on the right,
Furthest right.
furthest right.
That one.
Yeah, fireball.
Roll to hit.
16.
16.
Yes,
That hits.
that one. 6
Fire damage.
fire damage.
6 fire damage.
Yep, because it's a fireball.
You have ignited that one, and it dies in fire.
Good.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're just lining up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. One's going to attack the cleric.
Were we not supposed to all get an attack first?
Oh yeah. Direct. He's going to hit his and kill it. What are you? Yeah, there. Garion, you get a turn. This one was here,
Cool.
but you can get to it to kill it.
10, 15. Yeah, I can get to it, yeah. Yeah, let's go there. And then I will use my hammer. Where are we? There we are. I'm guessing a 19 hits.
Hits.
6 damage.
Okay, you smash that one to pieces.
Cool
Oh, you
beans.
believe it. We did that.
Tell Cook, your turn again.
Go for the nearest one, smash it. Oh.
Okay, roll to hit.
We're in the tractor now. That is a 17.
17.
Yeah.
That hits.
16 damage.
It's dead. Azrath, you are next.
Two.
Hmm.
We only see 2 of them. So.
Well,
If I move a bit closer, how many can I get within a 10-foot range?
no more than 2.
Scrap it. I move 1 square closer. That'll do, and firebolt directly in front of the one directly.
Look.
Yeah, that one.
Go for it.
That's a 17.
That hits.
1 damage. Fire damage.
1 fire damage.
Yup.
Okay,
I set it alright.
you point to your finger, and the bolt fires from your finger and ignites. But, stamp down here, there's a lot of moss. The fire doesn't catch as much as you think it should have done.
I'm not getting.
The now ghastly illuminated burning twig blight is coming for you. 1, 2,
They're all
3,
looking for me.
5.
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5.
Yes.
So, 1 on Azrath. 16.
Yep.
3 piercing damage from various thorns as it grasps your arm.
Okay.
The 3 on the turtle.
Yeah.
A 10. A 12. And a 10. They cannot get past your defense.
Oh, I fucking love turtles with a natural armor. Jeez.
Isn't it so good? I had one that was a warlock.
Fucking hell.
I had a warlock, and let me tell you,
Warlock with 17 AC.
a warlock with natural armor of 17 is beautiful.
Yeah.
Direct's turn. He's going to take the one out in front of the wizard to stop the wizard getting attacked. You've only got 2 health left. I do a minimum of 2 damage, so there you go. An arrow takes out its spectral heart, Azrath.
Woohoo!
Garion's going over there.
Yep.
Go for it.
First one in front of me.
Roll to hit.
I'll say first one. I can only hit one now. I've used all the.
You've used all your double attacks.
$17 to hit. Area did 11 damage.
Okay. That's another very flat twig blight. Tell Cook, we are back to you, sir.
I would like to attack the one in front of me.
You would like to attack the one in front of you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That is 10.
Hang on, they are not particularly good. I'm afraid that doesn't hit.
No. That's fine.
Azrath, your turn.
I move 2 squares forward.
Like that.
No, to the other side of the elephant.
Oh, to there.
That one, yep, and I firebolt the one directly in front of me.
Go for it.
$13.
13. Okay, that hits.
4 fire damage.
It is dead.
Right, firebolt.
You've charcoaled another one.
Yep.
Right, I've got 2 of them.
I'm with you tonight.
Nice. Right, 1 attack on Telcook.
Yeah.
An 18.
That hits. Fucking hell.
3 points of damage as the spines finally pierce your reptilian hide.
I'm dead. No.
And then the last one is going to attack the cleric that just smushed its friend. Carry on.
Seems fair.
Does a 13 hit your armor?
Nope.
Again, thick skin, small claws, not a lot of damage done. Durek, I've been forgetting to activate share. Durek fires an arrow and misses, but luckily doesn't hit any of you. 2, 3. Share sprints off in the distance. Like, disappears in the distance.
Share's gone.
Share fucked off.
Yeah, he's legged it.
Carry on, your turn, sir. There's one in front of you and to the left.
Well, I'll twat that one.
Go for it. That's a hit.
Doing alright tonight.
Fucking yeah. It's another one smushed. Dum dum dum. Another one gets the smush. Dun. Right, tell Cook, your turn.
Smash the one in front of me.
Go for it.
That is a 15.
Hits.
That is 15 damage.
Okay, dum dum dum. Another one is sawdust. Get the smush. All of them get the smush. Roar. Okay, that is all the twig blights dead.
I say, move forward while singing that tune in my head.
Da 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 da.
See if I can get everyone to groove along with me while walking down.
Everyone does a funny little groove as they're moving.
Dalcook doesn't.
Okay, so
I don't think.
as you get to this bit here at the bottom where it narrows, the brambles and vines and thorns start to get very thick and very heavy. I need everybody to roll me either a dexterity check or a strength check.
Is that saving?
I got 7.
Oh, strength checks, that's a plus the 1. That's a natural 20 with a 1, so I'm off with the strength check.
That's fine.
Use that on Dex.
I wanted to use a strength check. I got a natural 20, I want to use strength.
I got 7.
A 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody who rolled less than a 12 takes 2 points of damage from the thick brambles as you travel the next bit of the chamber.
Voldemort then passes through.
Okay. I'm going to open some more of the chamber up because you guys can see a bit more now.
You think I'm going to make it tonight?
No, he's not making it tonight.
Yeah, no, I know, I'm joking.
He had a family function, so it was hit or miss whether he was going to be able to. So.
Yeah.
He comes in at the last minute, lands a critical spell, and it's like, yeah.
To be fair,
he comes in the last minute, nicks the tree and runs.
we've done very well without him, guys. I was expecting you lot to struggle more, but you went for the roleplay route, which meant you didn't have to rely on the fighting.
Oh yeah. We became the D&D's first health inspectors.
I doubt you're the first. But you certainly became the most convincing.
And then we were the Horticultural Society. Branching out.
Okay, so. I'm going to line you up. Here. And I will read you some box text. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted you to do. Thank you. Yeah. But
What a day.
so there are some more twig blights. Let me read the box text. You come to a walled clearing here amongst the thorns and briars. The walls are about 20 feet high, which is less than half the height of the ceiling. Several varieties of plants grow around the perimeter, including a few suspicious-looking saplings. Their importance pales before that which stands in the centre of the courtyard. Beneath the fungal light grows an evil tree, its blackened, twisted limbs reaching upwards, like skeletal hands clawing their way out of the earth. Before it stand a few twig blights, a heavily armoured young male with a shield and sword, a blonde young human woman in a robe fit for a noble, and a very enthusiastic, very hopeful-looking goblin.
Do we hear them talking or anything?
The younger humans have black eyes and grey skin with the texture of bark. The goblin is standing between them, with the humans taking up what can only be described as bodyguard positions next to Cher.
Oh.
What twist?
I slowly walk forward with my axe in my hand.
I stay hidden.
That's
Shane, you got some yeah, no, I'll tell everyone to stay back. I'll do it, man. Or whatever.
Yeah, I's not staying hidden.
You say that was our friend in the middle.
It's your goblin friend in the
Shane,
middle.
you've got some explaining to do.
Explaining? Is that what you think? I was honest with you from the beginning. I'm an actor. I love to dance. You think I could pass up the role of a lifetime?
What? Who's Tweedledee and Tweedledum next to you?
These are but assistants, stage hands, security personnel, whatever you wish to call them. However, you have been fooled by the talents of the one and only. Cher grabs the corner of his neck in a Mission Impossible style mask removal.
Okay.
God, that'd be amazing.
It's the main bad guy, innit?
Of course it is the big bad. Old mini bad, you know.
And as the mask comes off, is revealed a bearded human male wearing a hooded brown robe, armed with a staff and a sickle. However, his face looks exactly like Tom Cruise. Yes. It is I, Belak the Outcast.
I look too soon.
Now, you have come for my tree, and I cannot let you have it. It is the only reason I am still relevant in the modern world.
Just say that.
I see you are all stunned with the artful reveal of my true form.
Alright. I hate to burst your bubble here, Chair. That's what I'm going to carry on calling you.
Oh, shit.
Your acting was dog shit. Your dancing was awful. And you were useless as shit.
I saw the tears within your eyes. You cannot lie to me.
No, it was more confusion of what the fuck you were doing, to be honest with you.
Crying with confusion. Nice.
He whips the cape of his robe. He's like, you dare insult my craft? I have honed it over 1,000 years.
While he's talking,
Those were some wasted years.
can I cast a level 2 chromatic orb?
So, this is actually the final fight of the dungeon.
Yeah.
I honestly
So,
don't
maybe
think we're going to get this done before we have to end our session tonight. And I do
Okay.
think it only fair that Alan be here for the fight as well.
No.
I agree.
Yeah.
We can cut it short tonight.
Well, we can do some talking about other bits. Like if you guys particularly liked a bit of the session, or we can talk up what it's like to play D&D. I mean, we are on stream. Theoretically, we have an audience.
That is true.
But
I just
go on.
the whole Goblin Society is just confused the shit out of me. The structure of it is just not. That's not sustainable. That's collapsing within the next 3 months.
Well, yeah, we didn't
Well-
murder half the economic structure.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, Alan murdered half the economic.
Well, no,
Right, no.
no. We did murder a few. We did murder.
Yeah,
a
but
few.
we didn't murder that many at once. So sorry.
Well, you killed their king.
Oh, I forgot. I'm still wearing the king's crown.
Oh, you are. Yes.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one.
The Goblin Society was definitely done more for comedy than logistics.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, it's still good.
I did like your initial, like Goblin's like, who are you? And you were like, health inspectors.
Fuck knows us.
I loved it because you could quite have easily have just gone, the funeral. We're the Undertakers. And kill them all.
We could have done some shit. Yeah.
It worked.
It did. It
What
worked.
I do is like not trying to kill everyone.
Well, no. I'll be honest. If I could have got to the door before they walked in, it would have just been a murder spree again. Because I would have just grabbed one and snapped his neck. But they came in first, so improvised.
Makes sense. By the way, to be fair, I've enjoyed running this one. I enjoy running the ones where things go a bit different, and it's not just corridor, room, kill, corridor, room, kill, corridor, room, kill.
No, with us, it's corridor room health inspectors.
Oh, whoa. And you've got to sprinkle in a bit of killing your own party. Come on.
Oh, absolutely.
Twice,
You've got to murder your own player once or twice.
You got it. After this dungeon, is there more dungeons, or is this?
So, the way this session works, this book works, is that it's 7 or 8 of the most popular dungeons from, dungeons/adventures, because not all of them take place underground.
Yeah.
From D&D's history that they couldn't write an entire campaign book about. So they put them all into one campaign and said, right, make your own connection, run them as one-offs, whatever you want to do. Here's an idea if you want to run them as a campaign. If not, just run one dungeon for a quick, 3-week thing or something. So there is more after this, and we can continue this for as long as you guys want to.
Oh, sweet. Because I could be an magic user for one.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being attacked. I always play clerics.
It's usually me and Thomas who's your swap roles.
I'm usually clerics. It's nice playing something different.
I never normally play clerics. I normally play warlocks.
Yeah, Sid doesn't normally do combat-y characters, do you? You're more spellcaster than anything.
Yeah, I'm always too cautious. I like standing at the back and not getting it. It's like real life, really.
The one spell you want to utilize most in is spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon's a great spell. Bonus action
really
to get.
well.
Spiritual weapon
It
is
means you can attack with your normal weapon, and you can attack as a bonus action with a spiritual weapon.
But your spiritual
So you
weapon
can do
uses
that.
your spellcasting modifier to hit rather than your personal modifier to hit. So you cast it with a bonus action. You can move it on your
Is it
turn.
not a spell slot then, is it?
It does take a spell slot,
It does,
but
yeah.
it hangs around for a minute, 10 rounds of combat.
Yeah,
Oh,
and turn round too.
nice, yeah.
It's good. For example, it's going to be good in the immediate combat we're going to have next session, because with a lot of players or with stronger opponents, it gives you that extra attack. I mean, you found that your bonus attack can be really useful already, whereas this allows you to, once you've summoned it, every turn you spend your bonus action to attack with it, rather than what you would normally do.
Yeah, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
As a weapon can be anything you want.
Yeah. I used it a lot in the campaign that me and Matthew did before,
Yeah,
and it's just good.
it's a good spell.
It can be whatever your imagination brings forward.
It could be a giant penis, it could be a sword, it could be anything.
This is an antique cuckoo clock, and every time it opens, it pokes the opponent in the eye. Cuckoo! Ah!
Son of a bitch! You don't try to narrate that in a fight. I use my spiritual.
It's a goddamn radiant cuckoo clock, what the fuck?
As you whisper as you whisper a prayer to your god, the god of light and healing, the god of time and chronology, suddenly appears in the air next to you a slightly transparent 13th century Swiss alpine cuckoo clock with mahogany roof. It flies up to the nearest opponent. The hands on the clock spin until it reaches the hour, and as the doors open, a razor-bladed steel cuckoo appears, going cuckoo, cuckoo, 4 times, striking your opponent in the face.
And you just hear in your mind from your god, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, your god says, well, it's supposed to be a Rolex.
Yeah, some of the spells you can do are just good.
How are you guys finding your characters then? I know you said you're enjoying running something different, but their functions and their
I'm just playing it. I love playing a tank. And
Yeah?
The Path of the Beast is cool from Tasha's Cauldron.
It's a
It's
good
cool being
set of
able to-
stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
You grow claws and stuff. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's still taking me a bit of getting used to playing a magic user because I've never really used magic at my other characters
Front door's
there.
empty,
Tank,
you wanna go that way.
tank.
Tomorrow.
Nice.
I think in my last game, what was it? I was a barbarian that I was a monk that multi-classed as a barbarian.
You were a monk
Yeah.
barbarian. Monk barbarian Goliath.
Yeah, Goliath.
Ooh.
I was a 7'4" Goliath monk who decided to embrace his inner rage.
Yeah.
I took a barbarian.
So you're angrily punching people with fists the size of a large dog.
Yeah, no, not just that. It was the astral self.
Oh,
So
God.
it was at the same time.
So I could summon 2 giant astral arms.
It was interesting.
And
I like
we got
that.
knighted in the last campaign. So it was Sir Javra.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, some of my favourite characters ever have been multi-class characters. I had a half-orc rogue who was all about charisma. I was playing him as a con man, but if he got into a fight, he could handle himself. He was okay at fighting, but he wasn't the best at fighting. But he was a con man, so he had deception, he had persuasion. And then, as the campaign went on, we realised that we didn't have, like, a fighter. So I specialised into fighting and became a sort of sneaky 2-weapon fighter that would do it while smiling at you and winking.
Charismatic person.
Exactly.
Like the whole family.
He had a Russian accent, he had a notebook, and every time I loaned, because his thing was he was rich, and every time he loaned money or resources to another player, I wrote it in his ledger. And the book was entitled Smiles Ledger of Accounts, because that was his name, Smiles. And I even created a custom magic weapon for him on D&D Beyond that was Ledger of Accounts. That just sat in his inventory, didn't do anything, but it was there on his character sheet.
Yeah, that's
He ended up being I think he was like a level 7 rogue, and I went for swashbuckler for the one-on-one fighting, and a level 8 arcane archer because we didn't have any range support.
I'm trying to think what would be fun to multi-class as a wizard.
To be honest, wizards is good to just stay as wizards most of the time. Because when you get like high level spells...
What, 9th level, get witch?
Well, 9th levels are the level 20 stuff. But stuff like Fireball, oh, that's always then a broken spell. Yeah, some of the stuff in that is just...
It can be worth it.
Spell can be broken.
It can be worth it to multi-class into one of the other spellcaster types to open up your spell list a bit.
True.
Like you take one level in Warlock.
The thing is,
Go on.
if you want Warlock and want a good few levels in that, you'd get a good few high-level spells that you could then use wizard spells on.
Exactly, and you'd get access to things like...
Warlock can only cast Eldritch Blast. So,
Yeah, Eldritch Blast and that. My character, I'm annoyed because I only got to use him twice before lockdown started last year. I'd had a Japanese-inspired Genasi samurai, half-Jin samurai, but he got killed. And I replaced him with a warlock cleric whose backstory was his mum and dad were archaeologists, but he was a rebel, so he became a tomb robber, which is the same thing, but you keep the money for yourself rather than giving it to a museum. And he accidentally robbed an urn from a Greek temple and got possessed by both Zeus and Hades, each of which granted him powers. Any clothes he wore were transmuted to look like Greek togas and battle helmets and that. He got a mix of cleric...
It's cold!
He got a mix of cleric, thunder, the Tempest ones, and the warlock was packed weapon with a spear. Hades' spear.
Goddamn.
But they kept bickering in his head like an old married couple, and I did all 3 voices.
Oh wow.
Oh, God. You must be on a sore throat.
Well, it started annoying the DM, so I said, alright, I'll try and keep it internal unless it's funny.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah,
So you were always doing all 3 voices then, weren't you?
I like doing voices. I like making people laugh, and the worse my accent, the better the reaction I get, so...
Yeah, I do like. I like I'm DMing for another game we're doing.
Yeah, Thomas's accent is mostly a farmer.
Yeah, farmers are good though.
Or a deep
Oh,
Texan.
yeah, Texans.
That was going to be his voice for Telcup.
Yeah, I was getting voice for, but then I didn't. Oh, gosh.
Right, guys, so yeah, we are 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we've got Alan on the chat. I'm assuming Alan is the Geek Bar.
Yes, he is.
Yes, Alan, we have just got to the big bad guy, so we're going to pause here, wait until you can join us, so we can all go into the fight together. We'll get some of the other guys to catch you up. Yeah, but I think we're going to end it there, so that we don't get too far into it.
Cheers, Matt. It's been good again.
It's been amazing hosting. I've enjoyed it with you all.
It's been interesting being health inspectors.
It has been amazing being health inspectors.
Sorry, health
don't
and
forget
safety.
We're health inspectors, thank you very much.
Don't forget we were inspecting the Horticultural Society as well.
Yeah.
We're branching out.
Sure thing. Alan says, do I want to join you tomorrow, Sid?
Tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
Sid is looking confused as to what's going on tomorrow, Alan.
What day is it tomorrow?
Tuesday.
Oh, games night.
Games night. I cannot come down tomorrow, I'm afraid.
No, it doesn't. It's a free PC game we're playing
Oh,
called Cursed. CRSAED. It looks like it's going to be an absolutely hilarious battle royale.
I'll see if I'm free, Alan.
It's a free PC game on Steam. Highly recommend it by the looks of things.
Wednesday,
guys.
he says. Wednesday's better for me, to be fair.
On Wednesday, I'll talk to him about Wednesday.
Okay.
But yeah, games night tomorrow night, guys.
PC games.
We should be playing Cursed. To give you an idea how silly this game is, one of the perks you can get is a cigar. That cigar makes you impervious to headshots.
Okay, a cigar that makes you impervious to headshots. Lovely.
Figure that one out. It just sounds hilarious.
Okay. Right, however, guys,
Yeah, we're going to shoot off, guys.
Cool.
it's been really lovely having you, Tom and Matt. Thank you very much.
Yep. Cheers for a good game.
No worries.
See you later.
See you guys in a bit.
Cool. Cheers, mate. See you next week.
As for our viewers,
So what have we got? We've got, as we say, games night tomorrow night.
games night is tomorrow night. What's on
Thursday
Wednesday?
night? Wednesday night is night off.
Wednesday night is night off.
Thursday night, is it? Which one is it this week? Is it the? It should be Icewind Dale.
So we've got Icewind Dale on Thursday night, which is one of our other D&D sessions being run. We think. We're doing anything on Friday?
Friday we don't. Saturday we don't.
Sunday will be the quiz as normal.
Sunday is the quiz as normal.
Come down and watch Alan mispronounce names he's never seen spelt down before.
Yeah.
It's more funny than I'm making it out to be.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, other than that, if anyone wants to join one of our D&D sessions, please message us. Either go on the thegeekbar.com website. It is .com, isn't it?
.co.uk.
Thegeekbar.co.uk website. Or go through the Facebook page. It'll usually be one of the management team that you get in contact with through those. Whilst you're on thegeekbar.co.uk, check out the store. Loads of good stuff. Dicing with Dragons and the Geek Bar have stepped up their 3D printing game. So keep an eye on the store for any new products coming out. There's loads of good looking stuff coming on there, including the new mystery boxes. Box of holdings.
The boxes of holding have been going quite well.
Look really good. But yeah, I will be back next Monday at least. If not before, depending on my schedule and what's free and what's going on. We thank everybody and anybody that came, including KCUK,
Yeah, so
for raiding
KCUK,
us.
if you are still watching, as was mentioned before, if you do want to join in with a session, just get in touch and we'll get you in one. Absolutely.
There we go. Alan's put up the website for us on the chat there. As for everybody else, I hope you enjoy your evening. We'll see you again, hopefully in the future. If not before. Yes, we'll see you in the past. Ooh. Oh, sound has gone. The mic's still picking it up, apparently.
It's probably just your internet, Smile. It usually is. So, but that's the end anyway, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Follow us if you haven't.